Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Well, happy Monday to you and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday morning. This is Expresso on SABC3. Hope you had a great weekend.
Hello.
Did you guys have a good weekend?
Very good.
Absolutely awesome. And
Yeah?
what was that little dance you're doing?
It's my Monday dance. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
I'm also excited about the fact that Ntando Duma has released photos of the baby, you guys. We've been waiting
The baby?
for
The
us.
baby.
Yeah, we've been waiting to see her little babaiki, and she shows us cute pictures. Cuteness all round. Okay?
All right, we'll see
Spring
how
is
that
here, it's baby season, it's awesome. Then in our session with AMPD, we're going to find out what sort of relationship do you have with your teacher? Are you the kind of teacher that's like up in front of the class by choice, or are you put there? Or in fact, are you kicked out of the class when you walk in there every day?
Imagine you could kick your teacher out of the
Wow.
class.
Get out!
Get out.
Out, ma'am! Out! It's no good. Then I'm looking for a silver lining somewhere in the world of South African sports. Somewhere there, I'm hoping we can find it. Not the best weekend from a South African sporting perspective, but we'll try to find some
I
hope
just really had
somewhere.
so much hope when we scored that first goal. I was like, Bafana!
Yeah, red card, penalty,
It's just
bam,
too
bam.
much. It's too much. And listen, what I'm excited about always, music. And this man had a great 2016, a couple of great nominations, and a big win at the Guma Awards as the best pop album made by a male artist. And he's here. Joe Foster is in the studio. Look at him, looking cool.
Yeah.
He looks so cool with that snapback cap. I've always been
love
trying
it.
to get snapbacks to fit on me, but like the head is just too much kumba kumba happening here.
I didn't want to
You know
say
what I
it.
mean? Oh, you didn't want to say
I
it?
didn't want to say it.
Okay, Leah, that's a great start to our week. You and I are
do
gonna
the
have a
dance, just do the
fantastic one.
dance, just do the
Anyway,
dance.
let's start off
Just
with
dance
that.
it
Take a look at what's happening.
Man, absolute madness this morning. Good morning from my end. Let's have a feel-good Monday morning together. Let's kick it off with your weather and traffic. In your weather this morning, well, it looks like a sunny Monday in most parts of the country with comfortable highs in the 20s. De temperature Polokwane begin op 5 grade minimum en maximum 22. Mobela 8 grade en 'n matige 24. Pretoria ook 8 en 24. Johannesburg 524. Mahikeng 7 en 'n warm 28 later vandag. Klerksdorp begin op 8 grade minimum en 'n maximum 26. Kimberley 9 28. Bloemfontein 4 26. Richards Bay 15 20. Pietermaritzburg 8 en 'n maximum 20 grade. Durban starting off on 16 with a maximum mild 24. Mthatha 10 and very hot 30 today. East London 19 27. Cradock 2 this morning and a maximum 19. Port Elizabeth 10 18. George 15 and very hot later on today 32 degrees. Sutherland 9 26. Cape Town 13 28. Worcester 2 24. Springbok 12 this morning with a maximum of 24 as well. And Uppington starting off on 14, reaching a nice and hot maximum of 31 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather for the 6:30 bulletin. We'll keep you updated with those temperatures. I'm back just after 7 with another look. Right now, let's quickly take a look at your traffic. It is still nice and early on this Monday morning. Now in Gauteng, there's a stationary vehicle on the N3, and that's northbound at Linksfield Road, and that's blocking the right lane. Just be careful in that area. Then for the Western Cape, there's a stationary vehicle on the N2, and that's outbound after the R300, and that is blocking the left shoulder. So please approach that area with caution. That's what we have here in terms of traffic. Please be careful on the roads when you're heading out this morning. Reach your destination safely. I'll bring you another update just after 7 o'clock.
Mum, I fought a dragon. Of course there's a scratch.
Well, it's time for us to head to social media this morning, and we wanted to know from you, how did you spend the first weekend of September, the first weekend of spring? Let's see what you got up to. Mahau says, I really enjoyed it, and I spent it with my son and my best friend and their kids in Hammanskraal Resort. That sounds amazing. Roseanne says, good morning, team. My weekend was hectic. I was working for the first time in my life as a waitress at the age of 16. Go, girl. Go get it, honey. Make that money. Sarah says, morning. My weekend was one of the best. I spent it with my 2 beautiful granddaughters, swimming, braaiing, music. I miss them already. Oh, that sounds amazing, but keep it coming, guys. We wanted to know, what did you do in the first weekend of spring?
Well, it's a very happy Monday, especially for all fans of Ntando Duma, as she's shared her very first baby pic of the brand new little one. So everyone's very excited about that. We'll be taking a look at that in our entertainment news.
Oh, then did you make your teachers go goo goo gaga at school, or were they like, get out? We're going to find out what sort of relationship you share with your teacher after the break. Hope you brought your apple. That's what you give a teacher, eh? It's an apple, yeah.
Turkish Airlines voted Europe's best airline for 6 consecutive years. Widens your world with outstanding hospitality as you journey in style to your destination. Enjoy a stopover in Istanbul and discover the colors of this fascinating city. With Turkish Airlines, your stopover will include complimentary accommodation in Istanbul, and you can experience the wonder of 2 continents combined in an unforgettable adventure. To learn more about the best stopover in travel, visit turkishairlines.com.
Can I go for it?
Ek kan jou beloof, jy is meer as 'n man van staal. Jy het 'n behoefte vir liefde, nie net die Here wat jou kom haal. Uit 'n sprokiesverhaal, uit 'n sprokiesverhaal. Want ek is nie 'n ridder op 'n wit perd nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune. Maar ek beloof het tot die dood, dus sal ek veg vir jou, vir jou, vir jou. Maar ek's nie 'n ridder nie. Want ek is nie, ek's nie 'n ridder op 'n wit perd nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune.
Yes, you can. No problem. Yeah, it's perfect. Awesome.
Ek kan jou beloof, jy is meer as 'n man van staal. Jy het 'n behoefte vir liefde, nie net die Here wat jou kom haal. Uit 'n sprokiesverhaal, uit 'n sprokiesverhaal. Want ek is nie, ek's nie 'n ridder op 'n wit perd nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune. Maar ek beloof het tot die dood, dus sal ek veg vir jou, vir jou, vir jou.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And that is it, your feel-good breakfast show right here on SABC3. It's Expresso. Welcome to it on this fresh Monday morning. Hope you're going to be enjoying it with us right now. Let's get into your local entertainment news.
What's the best way to start today?
With a cup of coffee, Henny, thank you.
But after that, pictures of babies.
Babies. I was going to say that.
Not anybody's baby. Ntando Duma is a proud mom, and the posts of her showing off Zbashle, her little girl, on social media are all too adorable for words. Now, so far in the past, we've only seen pictures from behind. We've seen little hands, we've seen little feet, but this is the first time that we've seen little Zbashle's face. And I must say, she seems to be a perfect combination.
Hug me.
Hug me.
Oh, Noonie.
It's so cute.
She's a perfect combination of mommy and daddy. So,
Cute,
absolutely
man.
amazing, hey?
Wow.
Doesn't it just make you want to have a little girl?
Hug me. Hug me.
Sure, that was quiet. Okay, cool. Well,
What?
on to some other news.
Yes.
From the passing of US Van der Westhuizen and to the drama that unfolded very soon thereafter, it's safe to say that Amore has certainly had a rough year, but the songstress is not letting any of that get her under. Taking to Facebook, Amore shared photos of her in a studio, and she basically said that she's working on new music, that it's on the way. No word on the track or when it will be released, but just seeing her in studio and doing what she loves is, I think, the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Hey?
I think
Making
that's
that
the best
music.
thing that you could do, you know, just kind of focus, you know, right now on
Yeah.
herself and her family and her kids as well, and making music, which she loves.
Yeah, wishing her all
Hear,
good
hear.
things from strength to strength, and can't wait to hear that new music. But right now, it's that time of the week when we have our little Expresso AMPD, and this week we asked the question, did you have a good relationship with your teacher in primary school, or perhaps maybe in high school? Because we all know how important that teacher-learner relationship is and how much it can actually contribute. So for this week's edition of Expresso AMPD, Carl Wasty met up with the learners of Rhodes High School to answer that question and more. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Expresso Amped. My name is Carl Wasty, and just give me a moment. Today we're going to focus on those amazing people in the classroom, teachers. And I'll get there. So my first question is very, very simple, though. I'd like to find out what makes I want to finish the question. You guys are so smart. What makes a good teacher? Thank you. And now I can pick one of you. That's what. Just let me know. Yes.
The ability to inspire people.
Being a person is actually motivative.
In my opinion, a good teacher is someone that helps you set goals for yourself and helps you achieve your goals, and someone who is fair and does not favor learners in the classroom.
The ability to be able to look at our good qualities and actually use those qualities to enhance the other qualities that we need to be enhanced so that we can be able to learn in a good way.
They must be enthusiastic, you know. They must encourage learners to want to learn and want to work.
All right, your first bit of homework. Books out. I want you to watch this video. It's MT's Cornerstone.
Whoa, so much glue. I'm trying to spend it at the corner store. Max out, then I make some move. I bust on Yahtzee anymore. Yeah.
Thank you.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Hi there. Nice hearing so. Thanks a lot.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Hi.
Yo, sir, you dress quite young.
Thank you. Morning. Okay. Do you think that teachers can dress the way they want to dress in the classroom? Or do you think there should be like a code of conduct or something like that? Let me know.
I think teachers should be free to dress the way they want to in the classroom to a certain extent, because they also need to show a bit of their personality and who they are, and it also will help the learners relate to them.
I don't think so. Sometimes it can be very inappropriate for the workplace, and also it determines the respect you get.
I do think that teachers should be able to wear what they want to, and because we're all entitled to our own rights, and one of those rights is expressing ourselves. And teachers can be judged for it, but I think that everyone should get a chance to dress how they want to.
Okay, class. I'm looking for a word to describe something. I'm looking for a word to describe something. I'm looking for a word to describe something. What just happened?
Deja vu.
Sorry?
Deja vu.
Sorry?
Deja vu.
Just happened again. Here's Rouge on Expresso Amped.
Don't it feel like deja vu? Deja vu. Don't it feel like deja vu? Deja vu. Don't it feel like deja vu? Deja vu. Don't it feel like deja vu? Deja vu.
Hello, Mrs. Dow.
Yes, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. Drake.
Yes, Mr. Kendrick. Yes, Miss Winfrey.
Pick me. Oh, great. I have a question. If you could choose any celebrity to be your teacher, who would it be and why?
Emma Watson, she stands with the feminist movement, and that is something that I believe in.
Selena Gomez, because she inspires a lot of young women, and the things that she has been through when she was younger, it helps us it helps us to know that we aren't the only ones that go through difficult stages throughout our lives, and we will make it in the end.
SpongeBob, because he's so enthusiastic and so bubbly, and I feel that I just resonate with that. And Mulan, because she's so independent and firm, and that is someone that I would look up to as a teacher. Yes.
That's it for Expresso Amped for this week. My name is Carl Wasty. Be good to your teachers. They are absolutely awesome. And of course, I'll leave you with a final video. Cheers, guys. Cheers. It's Prince KB's new one called Yonkinto. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye-bye. Where's my apple? Where's my apple? Class dismissed.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wasty. Now let's get into that weekend of sports, and a rather disappointing one at that. South African teams on the international sporting stage as Bafana, the Cheetahs and the Southern Kings all fell to rather embarrassing defeats in their respective matchups over the weekend. With his review of how our teams performed this weekend, Sports 24's Garen Lamley joins us this morning. Garen, welcome back, sir.
Morning, Garen.
I suppose maybe this is our karma because we've had so many amazing results, so many amazing weekends of sport. Let's start with Bafana's 2-1 loss to Cape Verde. The Stuart Baxter, this must have been a test to his temperament this weekend. A red card, penalty. What happened?
Absolutely. You know, heading into this match, he must have thought this was 3 points guaranteed. You know, everyone had beaten Cape Verde up until now. You know, away from home, we got them again on Tuesday at Moses Mabhida in Durban. Perfect opportunity to pick up those all-important 3 points. Only the winner of the group goes through to next year's Soccer World Cup. It was there for the taking. We went ahead in the 14th minute. Things were looking good, and then conceded 2 goals. And then, as you said, that red card. No fun playing with 10 men away from home, but in particular for the last, I think it was 24 minutes or so. And yeah, all fell apart. Now we in 3rd spot in the group, not looking good. 3 games to go. As I said, we've got Cape Verde again on Tuesday. We just simply have to beat them.
It's a must win, and maybe that'll inspire the guys. But yeah, very, very frustrating there. So we certainly feel for all our Bafana fans. Then we moved to the Pro 14, which kicked off completely new territory. Loved hearing the overseas-based commentators trying to offer some information about these two teams that they knew absolutely nothing about. But this was a brave new era for both of those two teams, the Cheetahs and the Kings. On paper, some very exciting players, some very exciting teams we were expecting running rugby. And for the first 15 minutes of either game, that's what we got. Let's look at the Cheetahs first off. Roscoe Speckman, brilliant. A couple of standout individual players, but again, defence, a massive problem.
Yeah, as you say, you know, the first half of both the Cheetahs and the Kings, they looked really, really good. You know, they've been playing in Super Rugby up this season, so obviously they haven't had a massive break. Their opposition haven't played rugby for some time now. It took them a while to get into the swing of things, and they certainly ran away with things in the second half. But some amazing individual performances on attack. I think that's the key. Not so good on defence, and I think that, you know, that counted against them. The final scores blew out to 47-19 and 57-10, which is a little bit embarrassing when you look at it and as a final score. Lots of rugby still to be played, obviously, but it doesn't get easier. You've got the Munster up next for the Cheetahs. That's Rassie Rasmus's team at the moment. They're going to be tough to beat. The Scarlets, who beat the Kings, they're the defending champions. So a tough start to the tournament.
And they showed their
absolutely,
pedigree,
you know,
undoubtedly. And I think there's going to be a bit of a shift when looking at the way the refs look at that breakdown. And I mean, there's a bit of a nuance there that the South African sides maybe need to really focus on. I just really felt for the Kings because they looked like a different side. They looked like a side that could have won it. Kurt Coleman, for me in particular, standout.
Absolutely. You know, from the Stormers back in the Eastern Cape, playing for the Kings, you know, he looked really, really good. Obviously, he'll go from strength to strength. The Kings don't have amazing depth. They've lost a lot of players. Ironically, some of them
to the Cheetahs. They're not playing Premier Division Currie Cup, so it's a long season ahead for them. But, you know, it's a new door, new area, as you say, new referees, Northern Hemisphere conditions, not so easy like at the Nelson Mandela Stadium. So, you know, they've got a long way to go.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's a full season ahead without very much break. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go out. But we'll watch them very closely in the Pro 14. Great to see both South African teams, at least in the mix there. Garen, thank you so much. You're going to let us know what you thought of those weekend sporting results. What do Bafana need to do this week to make sure that they get to that 2018 World Cup? Let us know on our Facebook page.
Thank you so much, Graham. Tough weekend in sport, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay, we've stopped talking about it now.
Let's stop talking about it right now. Let's talk about what is coming up after the break. We hang out with unlocked skateboarding champion Moses Adams after his recent success here in the mother city. And he's here to show us a couple of tricks, you know, just as they do.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And so, speaking about recent successes, this man over here had an incredible 2016 nominations and wins aplenty. And he brings us the vocals that earned him those right after the break. Joe Foster, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hardklank album, ja. Hardklank album, ja. Oh, nee,
is dit die album wat
ja. Ja.
Nice one.
Ja, awesome, man. Ja, dat was 2016. Okay, cool.
Ek's nie 'n redder op 'n wit perd nie. Ek's net 'n man wat ek jou maar ek beloof het tot die dood sal ek veg vir jou, maar ek's nie 'n redder nie. Oh, want ek's nie 'n redder op 'n wit perd nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's jou man.
Kan my nie dit delay afval asseblief, brother.
Maar ek beloof het tot die dood sal ek veg vir jou. Vir jou, maar ek's nie 'n redder nie.
Ek kan die piano ook 'n bietjie drop, thanks.
Want ek's nie 'n redder op 'n wit perd nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune. Maar ek beloof het tot die dood sal ek veg vir jou, maar ek's nie 'n redder nie. Oh, ek's net 'n man. Ek's net 'n man wat sy hart wil volg. Ek volg dit net na jou toe. Al wil jy my verander en my laat verdwaal in jou sprokies verhaal. In jou sprokies verhaal. Want ek's nie 'n redder op 'n wit perd nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune. Maar ek beloof het tot die dood sal ek veg vir jou.
Ja, is lekker.
Jy sê die song van die jaar was?
Dit was die song van die jaar, maar hierdie song dit was 'n nuwe single, maar Pad nie hard was vir die volgende wat ek gaan doen was die main song.
Okay.
Ja.
Yes, maar dit is seker massive om uit 'n enkele album van die jaar en
Yes, man.
song van die jaar te kry.
Ja, dat was baie cool, ja, dis man. Nee, dat was 'n goeie jaar. Dit was 'n goeie jaar.
Sit dan 'n bietjie druk op jou om volgende jaar.
Ja, actually ek bring Engels saam uit, so dis nie so baie druk. Ja, 'n bietjie minder druk.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, only on SABC3. Welcome to it. Now, on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning, Vodacom is about to make your day with up to 1 gig free data. Now, Vodacom is offering customers a chance to explore more of the internet by giving giving subscribers access to a new site every single day of the week. And Monday, it really is all about Facebook. So that's it. Get excited. So it's time to check out some of the funny, interesting, and random things that we've stumbled across on social media this morning.
Oh, I love it. This is how we spent our gig this morning. We found some awesome videos, and today it's not animals that are standing out, it's little people. We're talking about toddlers and babies doing some really cool stuff. I mean, I think every dad dreams of having a child able to do this.
No, man.
Nothing but net. That's 1. That's 2. It doesn't even look like he's aiming, yeah, even with the spiky ball. And 3, boom. I keep looking for a break in the frames. Let's try with the rugby ball.
What?
Boom. What do you want me to be? A basketball player, a footballer, a rugby player? That's insane.
That's ridiculous, man. It's so effortless.
Cha-ching.
Wow. Listen, how's this one? Now, we've all had fun on those flat moving escalators at the airport. We love them. They're a ton of fun. But these guys took it to a whole new level, rowing their way to the end. That's just a couple of good mates,
they
man.
Just needed their cocks there somewhere going, come on, screaming on, come on, boys, come on, boys,
drum
come
like
on.
the dragon boating. Very cool.
Then this one I absolutely love because my boy's at that laugh phase. Doesn't matter what I do, he looks at me, he just gasses now. And this one, you've got to appreciate dad jokes and the things that dads do to get their little ones to laugh. And this one is just too sweet. And an adorable baby boy and his dad's worked out the most awesome trick to blow a candle out.
Okay. It's sometimes so funny to see the simplest of things bring so much joy. It is awesome.
To both the dad and the baby.
You know, that is exactly it. We love it. Hope you enjoyed that. Now remember, to make your day, simply keep a positive data balance on your Vodacom SIM card, then dial *111*634#, or you can just download the latest version of the My Vodacom app to claim your free data daily. For more info and T's and C's, you can visit vodacom.co.za, and also let us know which video or story has caught your attention online this morning. And you can, of course, share your thoughts with us by using the hashtag Expresso Show and hashtag Make Your Day.
Well, thanks so much, gents. Now, if they say that a great way to start a morning is with a cup of Joe, then you're in for a treat today because we have a whole human Joe here with us. Joe Foster, South African singer-songwriter who had a massive 2016 that culminated in the album that he brought out called Hartklank, winning Album of the Year and Song of the Year as well. So he's here this morning to share not only his music, but his wonderful voice with us, singing the latest single from that award-winning album. Here's Joe Foster with Redder.
Jy is meer as 'n man van staal. Jy het 'n behoefte vir liefde, nie net die Here wat jou kom haal uit 'n sprokiesverhaal. Uit 'n sprokiesverhaal. Want ek's nie 'n redder op 'n wildpad nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune. Maar ek beloof het tot die dood sal ek veg vir jou, vir jou, vir jou. Maar ek's nie 'n redder nie. Oh, ek's net 'n man. Ek's net 'n man wat sy hart wil volg. En ek volg dit net na jou toe. Al wil jy my verander en my laat verdwaal in jou sprokiesverhaal. In jou sprokiesverhaal. Want ek's nie 'n redder op 'n wildpad nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune. Maar ek beloof het tot die dood sal ek veg vir jou, vir jou, vir jou. Maar ek's nie 'n redder nie. Oh, want ek's nie 'n redder op 'n wildpad nie. Ek's net 'n man, maar ek's joune. Maar ek beloof het tot die dood, toe sal ek veg vir jou, vir jou, vir jou. Maar ek's nie 'n redder nie. Oh, ek's nie 'n redder nie.
Ah, yes, man. What a way to start the morning. Joe Foster on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thanks,
Beautiful music, beautiful vocals as always, man. Congratulations
Appreciate it so much.
on
Thank
the
you.
album doing so well.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm really blessed. This is really doing well for me. And, you know, we just spoke about it. The more singles you've got on the album, the better for the album. So, because this album is like taking a while now. It's like 2 years on the
2 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that something you anticipate as an artist when you're penning the songs and you're thinking to yourself, this is going to be an award? Like, these songs are so
never.
massive.
Yeah, it's such a difficult thing to predict. It's even impossible though. So you just do your best. You write your best stuff. You write out of your heart. You make it real. Real music kind of does the thing. So you know, you just need to do real music.
Absolutely, man. And we appreciate you sharing it with us and can't wait to speak to you about your new project that you're currently busy with. So make sure you stay tuned for that. In the meantime, do link up with us on our social media pages and let us know what you thought about that cup of joe to start off your Monday morning.
In your national news this morning, the already battered and bruised South African economy faces yet another knock. Energy Minister Mameloko Kubai yesterday announced that the price of petrol will increase by 67 cents a litre on Wednesday, the price of diesel by 44 cents, and that of illuminating paraffin by 49 cents. He said the rand-US dollar exchange rate and the prices of petroleum products in the international market are the main contributing factors for the price hike. Further water restrictions have been implemented in Cape Town, Mayor Patricia de Lille announced yesterday. These include the institution of Level 5 restrictions and a further increase in pressure management. The limit of 87 litres per person per day remains. Domestic property usage is now set at 20 kilolitres per month, and if broken, fines can be in the region of 5,000 to 10,000 rand. The winter rainfall season is likely to end in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Now moving further abroad, the US has joined condemnation of North Korea after it tested its most powerful hydrogen bomb to date yesterday. The US Geological Survey said the explosion measured a magnitude of 6.3. North Korea has defied UN sanctions and international pressure to develop nuclear weapons and missiles that could potentially reach the United States' shores. South Korea, Japan, China and Russia have all voiced strong criticism of the North's 6th nuclear test. And then finally, the 3-day 2017 BRICS Summit began in Xiamen, China yesterday. The BRICS Group of Emerging Economies Summit is attended by the heads of states of 5 member states, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. President Jacob Zuma asked member countries to partner with South Africa in an attempt to decrease the reliance on raw material exports. He lauded the fact that South Africa's trade with BRICS counterparts had increased from $15 billion in 2010 to $31.2 billion in 2016. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Graham.
Football first this morning, and Bafana have suffered their first loss of their 2018 World Cup qualifying campaign, going down to Cape Verde by 2-1 on Friday night. The result leaves South Africa third in Group D at the moment on 4 points behind Senegal and group leaders Burkina Faso. Now the African World Cup qualifying results: Zambia beat Algeria 3-1. Senegal, they played out to a goalless draw with Burkina Faso, while Morocco, they put 6 past Mali. Then the opening round of the new Pro 14 season took place this weekend, which saw both South African teams falling to rather heavy defeats. The Southern Kings suffering a 57-10 loss to the Scarlets, the defending champs, on Saturday, when the Welsh side scored 42 unanswered points in the second half to wrap up a bonus point win. Elsewhere, the Cheetahs, they lost by 42 points to 19 against Ulster. Ospreys, they downed Zabre 22-13, while Edinburgh, they beat the Cardiff Blues by 10 points. Then on to the track. Lewis Hamilton secured his 6th win of the season as he cruised to victory at the Italian GP yesterday, starting from pole position position at Monza. Hamilton crossed the line first with teammate Valtteri Bottas in second to see out a Mercedes 1-2 finish, while Ferrari Sebastian Vettel, he took third. So the win now sees Hamilton take the lead on the drivers' standings for the first time this season. He now sits on 238 points with Vettel rather close behind in second on 235. Then great news from a South African perspective, a little silver lining. Kevin Anderson's run at the US Open continued early this morning as he earned a 3-1 round of 16 win over Paolo Lorenzi. So the result sees the South African secure his best ever run at a Grand Slam tournament since making the last 8 at the US Open back in 2015. Elsewhere on the day, Venus Williams and Sloane Stephens, they both booked their place in the last 8, while Maria Sharapova suffered a round 4 exit. That's where we leave our sport for now.
Thank you so much, Graham. Let's quickly get another update in terms of your traffic and weather. Starting off with your traffic this morning in Gauteng, Eldorado Park. On the N12 eastbound, there's traffic backing up towards the Golden Highway. And over in the Western Cape, take note of heavy traffic along the N2, where it's backing up between Meway and the Borchards Quarry Road exit, as well as leading up to Hospital Bend. Be safe on the roads this morning. Let's quickly take a look now at your weather. And it looks like a sunny Monday in most parts of the country, with comfortable highs in the 20s, even reaching the 30s in some areas. Polokwane skop af op 5 grade minimum en 'n maksimum van 22, Mbombela 8 en 'n matige 24, Pretoria 8-24, Johannesburg 5 grade en 'n matige 24, Mahikeng begin op 7 grade en 'n warm 28 later vandag, Klerksdorp se 8 grade minimum en 'n maksimum 26, Kimberley 9-28, Bloemfontein 4-26, Richards Bay 15 en 'n maksimum 20, Pietermaritzburg starting off on 8 degrees minimum with a maximum 20 degrees, Durban 16 and a mild 24, Mthatha 10 and a hot 30 degrees maximum, East London 19-27, Cradock 2 this morning with a maximum 19 degrees, Port Elizabeth 10-18, George 15 and very hot later on today, 32 maximum, Sutherland starting off on 9 degrees, reaching a nice and hot maximum of 26, Cape Town 13-28 today, Worcester 2-24, Springbok 12-24 and Uppington kicking off on 14 this morning with a maximum 31 degrees later. That's a wrap of your weather and traffic for the 7 o'clock bulletin. I'm back in an hour's time just after 8 with a final update.
Turkish Airlines, widen your world.
Now, time to delve back into the weekend sporting action. Recently, the Mother City's iconic Belleville Velodrome played host to some of the best skateboarders in the land for the Red Bull Unlocked tournament. An unbelievable showdown, and I mean the best in the land. And of course, there can only be one champion. Moses Adams, well done, my brother.
Thanks, man.
I know it's a lot of fun. Getting to take part in a tournament like this is incredible, but it is so competitive. Take us through the 4 rounds. It's one of the toughest competitions, surely, on a yearly calendar.
Yeah, true. It's like they had different stages and stuff like that. So the Velodrome was very different compared to all the other contests we did, like every year. So it's like instead of building the park, you had to make use of what was in the Velodrome.
How cool, man. Cool. Have you ever done that before, where you've just kind of gone freestyle in a space like that? And
no. No, I was just like, when I went there, I was like, okay, the setup, I saw everything, and I was like, just had fun instead of thinking what I wanted to do.
Don't overanalyze it. What won through at the end of the day? What was it that netted you the win, you think?
I just think it was the first, the second and the third spots that was there. Like, you get obviously like this side and you have to move to the picnic table and then move that side again. So I think from that side onwards, around that corner, it was way better than all others.
How do you approach a competition like this? I know you also are skating every day and kind of building on your repertoire. Do you work on a particular set? Do you have particular tricks in mind? Do you try and kind of bring in new stuff to get that wow factor at a competition? How much is your performance elevated when you're on a stage like this?
That's like it's when like, instead of skating a contest before that, you watch how other people skate, and then when you come on, you actually got like a different idea of what you want to do. So if they do something with this, like a grind or something, you do something with a flip in it. So
just something to edge
it up a bit,
edge out in front. How important is it? Because you guys, you live on your branding, your sponsorship. It's a tough circuit out there. There are a lot of new skaters breaking into the mix. How important is it to get big wins like this? What has this done for you and for your
Well, this has done actually a lot for me. Like, I never knew I was going to become this far. Like, never knew I was going to become this skateboarder, you know. Just had fun and just outside my house skating every day, and then now I'm here.
parents, so if your child is outside skating every day, okay, this is where you can take it. So, dude, you're going to give us a little bit of a trick demo a bit later on, but can we get a little taste test?
Yeah.
Just give us a little taste test. Treat this as the velodrome. I know we don't have a picnic table, okay? Please watch the wind, okay? The wind is picking up, dude. I don't want you or your cat to fly over the balcony.
I'll be fine.
The stage is yours, man.
Okay, see if I can do this.
Yeah! Yeah! And he didn't even need one practice. Give us one more. One more. I don't want to set you up. Yeah, but just one more. Just one more, man.
Can I do it again?
Oh, yeah, love it. And that is why he took Unlocked this weekend. BMT. Dude, thank you so much. And again,
Pleasure,
congratulations. Man. I know this is a massive win in your career. And look forward to a little bit of a little demo later on. So if you're a skateboarder, even if you aren't, stick around. We've got more coming your way.
Oh, what better way to start off your Monday than hashtag Monday Motivation, which is all over Twitter right now. It's the latest trending topic, of course. Like Brajesh here, who shares Monday Motivation, saying, don't regret the past, just learn from it. Very, very wise words there from Ben somebody. And then Koo Sports saying here, always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you. Tangi wishing everyone blessings, favor, grace, and a productive week ahead. I like this one here from Jared Leto, of course, co-star to Idris Elba in The Dark Tower, saying, try and fail, but never fail to try. Great words. And then finally, let's conclude with this one, hashtag Monday Motivation. Keep close to nature's heart, break clear away once in a while, climb a mountain, or spend a week out in the woods. And who wouldn't want to spend a week out in a place that looks like that? Hope you have a great Monday. Please share your hashtag Monday Motivation with us on social media using our hashtag Expresso Show.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, then we're going to continue to inspire you this morning. It's been a while since we've connected with SpaceX and what's going on. It looks like they're about to test their biggest rockets to date.
And then we've got a sketch artist in studio who's going to attempt to draw us using the, wait for it, the new Samsung Galaxy Note 8. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what you're going to look like.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in on a beautiful Monday morning. Let's talk tech for a moment. As we know, the world of technology moves at a very rapid pace, and here to get us caught up on what is happening in the latest breaking headlines is our expert, editor of bandwidthblog.com, Tennis Janssen van Rensburg. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Interesting times indeed. We know SpaceX are kind of like space's delivery guys now.
Right.
They probably deliver more things to the International Space Station than any other concern. But this is a big week for them, and I mean literally a big week. They are testing some big rockets. What's going on there?
Yeah, so they've been promising their new rockets to be launched since 2013, so it's been a long delay. As you know, the Falcon 9 rockets are the ones that they've been using to go to the International Space Station, and they've also automated those to actually come back and land on moving platforms. So the next step, naturally, is to have a bigger rocket so they can transport more goods, more people. There's footage of the test on Friday, and it's a static test, so it didn't take off, but they just tested the first stage rockets. So it's basically 3 Falcon 9 strapped together, so it's a whole new challenge. It's going to be very interesting to
nitros,
see.
Basically. You just strap some nitros there. And you look at this and you think, so what's the test? It's not blowing up, so that's a good thing.
That's always a good sign.
But awesome. It's another major leap forward, so be excited about that. Then we kind of look at a major leap back for Instagram, a bug that they thought was rather small. And obviously I don't mean a bug, but something that reveals personal information, i.e. contact information, was a little bit more insidious than initially expected. Selena Gomez actually falling victim to it. What's happening there?
Yeah, so, I mean, it was a big shock to Instagram to find that of their top 50 users, verified users, almost all of them had their details stolen. And it was being kind of thrown around, people getting their phone numbers, addresses, those kind of things. So it was a massive shock, a huge problem to them. But now they've found that it's actually millions of people's data that has gone missing or has been hacked. So basically now, the people that hacked it have created a database where you can go search people's name, pay $10, search people's name, and you can get their contact details.
The whole world is being held to ransom. And at first no one cared because you're not famous, so you just don't care about your contact details. Then lastly, one app that is now reigning supreme. I don't know how I should feel about this, where the world is. What does this mean? Tinder. Tinder is on top. How did they achieve this?
So Tinder has tried different revenue models for a while now. So obviously the dating app, at the beginning it made this big splash because it's really simple, just swipe left.
Dating app, we say loosely.
So it was just simple, you swipe left, swipe right, and you kind of connect with people that way. We don't know the number of true relationships that came from it, but now that they've tried new subscription revenue models. So there was Tinder Plus, which had a couple of features in it so that you can, for example, see when somebody liked your profile, a couple of other things like Tinder Boost. That means that your profile goes right to the top of the stack. And now they've launched Tinder Gold. So now it's $15 a month subscription fee, so that you can see exactly what other people have done on your profile. So you can see who's liked you back, and you don't need to like them before you're seeing that. And it has actually meant that that new subscription model has pushed them to the top of the revenue in the app stores around the world. So they're making big money from this.
Best that lead to marriage at $15. That's quite pricey, man. Very exciting times, Dennis. Thank you so much, sir. Well, you can let us know what you think of all of those stories. An amazing world we live in.
Now, for as long as we know it, humans have always felt the need to express themselves through the creation and sharing of art. And it truly is one of those things that makes us human, because we are storytellers by nature. Now, as the tools and technology have evolved, so have we, and so has the art. And right now, the rise of digital media is changing art as we know it and giving birth to a whole new generation of talent. And here to share his thoughts on that is pop artist, illustrator, and letterer, Keith. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Letterer, what's a letterer? I wanted to do. Is that even a thing?
I know it rolls off the tongue, letterer. So basically, lettering is the art of drawing letters. So not writing letters, but drawing letters. So if you had to create a scale in your mind, and on one side was fine typography, the stuff you see on your screen or on the computer, and then on the other side was calligraphy and, say, graffiti art, and in between, like in that blurry grey area, there's so many like limitless chances of expression.
And that is what lettering is all about.
Lettering.
How would you define your art as an artist?
So my art is divided into kind of two facets. One focuses on popular culture and my childhood, I could say. I'm basically like redrawing all the things I wanted to draw when I was a kid. And
Wow.
yeah, a lot of nostalgia. I paint basically with all the colors in the color spectrum.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look at some of that stuff that you've made, man.
Thank you,
Beautiful
man. I
stuff.
appreciate that.
And so with the rise of technology, the evolution of technology and how that's blended in with the creation and sharing of art and, the fact that when you're drawing on a device, for instance, you can erase a mistake. Do you think that has kind of tainted what art is all about, or has it just made it more accessible and better for everyone?
That's a very good question. Look, with digital media and social media and the internet, it's given artists like myself and countless others like a vast kind of accessibility, instant accessibility. We can connect with someone across the globe. We can be inspired by someone from the other side of the world. But it is a kind of a catch-22 because the work can be shared so instantly. That doesn't mean that the artistic process is as instant.
True.
So, I mean, there's the artist and there's the person who consumes the art, right?
Yeah.
And there's the artistic journey in between that. Sometimes because we're so kind of like addicted to like going online and seeing something quickly,
Yes.
it's easily digested and it's gone, you know?
Yeah, and not really appreciated for what it is.
It's here today, it's gone. But the journey, the artistic journey has never changed, you know?
Looking at some of these portraits, I saw one of Jay-Z a little bit early on. How long does it take you to create something like this?
So with this one here, his album had dropped and I was super inspired. And I was like, man, if I could...
444?
Yeah, definitely. I love that album.
Yeah.
Huge Jay-Z fan. And while I'm listening to the album, I can't help but express myself.
Yeah.
So while I listen to the album, I drew the portrait.
And that looks like the contemplative face that is exemplary of that album. You've been using the Galaxy Note 8. We've got one of them here and you've been playing around with it. You're going to be sharing your talents with us. Exactly what are you doing? Can you give us just a bit of a synopsis of what you're doing and how does it feel to be working with it?
It's amazing, eh? It's literally like having a palette and it feels like I'm painting with real paint.
Yeah.
It sounds like crazy, but it's pixels, but it's almost like oil paint. It's a very interesting space.
Yeah, blurred lines in between. So what are you doing for us today?
I'll be doing a portrait of one of the presenters. I'm not gonna say who.
Okay, cool. We'll try and guess who it is based on the accuracy of your art at the end of the day, right?
Awesome. Excellent
stuff. Well, thanks very, very much for being here. So I ask you to stay tuned because what we'll be revealing with what Keith has been busy with a little bit later on, I think will blow your mind if any of those pictures are anything to go by. So stay tuned for that. But right now, we've got some very, very exciting and big news.
And this is making me incredibly jealous right now. This, I think, is probably one of our favorite parts of the show, of our day, any week, any year, when we get to really enrich someone's life. And today is going to be a big one. Samsung, of course, exclusively sent us a brand new Galaxy Note 8 that was released worldwide just last week. And today we get to give that incredible piece of technology to one lucky viewer.
Exactly. So without wasting any time, it's time for us to reveal who the winner is of this incredible phone.
Is it me? Is it me?
I'm actually going to write it down on the screen this morning. Are you ready? Are you ready, G?
Using
This
your
is
S Pen, which
amazing.
is so awesome.
Hold on. Exclamation. And the winner of this amazing Galaxy Note phone is Brighton Gumbo! Congratulations!
Well done.
It's you.
Oh, well, you got a lovely handwriting
I know,
as well.
thank you.
So, my friend, you get a brand new Galaxy Note 8 worth 18,500 Rand. It's all yours. Well done. So, you're going to get another round of applause. With its very impressive 6.3-inch infinity display screen, S Pen, the dual camera, brilliant camera at that, Bixby, and of course a new expandable memory. We have no doubt that this monster of a phone will bring you bigger and better things. We hope you love it. You're going to love it. Man, you are so lucky. Well done, sir. What a prize.
We develop technology so you can live life. Samsung, a way of life.
Congratulations, Baton. I absolutely love it. Man, I'm a little bit jealous at that as well. But while you're jumping up and down at home of excitement right now, you're warmed up for our yoga session this morning. We have yoga master and owner of Yo Yoga with us. Stuart Kurtzen, my brother, how are you doing?
Always great, and great to be with you again, man.
Awesome, man. Listen, it's a nice and hot day in Cape Town, all around the country, in fact, as well. Now, let's talk some yoga quickly. We're going to go through a little yoga routine, but yoga is not really known for toning and losing weight. But you say it could be
It could be.
Definitely. I mean, people don't realize there's so many different types of yoga. You get hot yoga. So, for example, you do hot yoga in a heated room. It brings up the cardiovascular level. You burn calories much quicker. Yeah. And a lot of strength work actually happens. People think yoga is all about flexibility. It's a combination of strength with flexibility.
I like that. Yeah. And I know from experience, some yoga session can get very, very intense, which is amazing. Take us through it, man. Let's get that summing.
Okay, well, let's try to get one of those intense yoga sessions right now.
You're in a couple of minutes, man. Let's go for it. Okay, what do we start with?
So we're going to start off with almost a kung fu style of yoga. It's called horse stance or schwa. So you want to take just under a leg's distance apart.
Okay.
Ideally, have your feet about perfectly parallel. They might turn out, that's fine.
Okay.
Bend your knees, and we want to focus on opening the knees and tucking the tailbone. So what we're doing is we're laying a solid foundation for our spine. Okay. Now, it seems simple, but we're just going to focus on sinking here. In fact, with your hands, I want you to release your hands, and as you inhale, float your palms up. This is called grounding breath. So we're almost grounding into the heels, okay? Do one more of those, Ewan, and bring your palms to prayer.
It does feel a little Tai Chi.
Yeah, it very much is. It's very much about the energy flow, and these are like batteries. We want to charge them up, okay? So this is a recharge posture.
I like it.
So you're going to sit here. You're quite comfortable at the moment because you're strong. But if you sit here 2-3 minutes, these are going to be on fire.
It gets hectic.
Yes. So we're just going to release that slowly. Inhale, come up, bring the feet together, top of the mat. And for a forward bend, I want you to fold all the way down. Lovely, relaxing focus for the nervous system, cooling for the body. Lift your chest. Place your palms flat and step back into a high push-up position. Now, a lot of us know a plank position. It's not only good core strengthening, but it's awesome stabilizing for the body.
That's it.
You can do this for 5 breaths, you can do this for 20 breaths. Okay. If you're feeling strong, you're going to come to side plank. So push the inside blade of the right foot, outside blade of the left foot, and lift the hips. So press the mat away. Feel the warmth. Now change over to the opposite side here, so we're nice and balanced on both sides. Also, awesome core strengthening. One of the best core strengtheners you're going to get in yoga.
Got it.
Coming now, we're going to really double it up for a bit of fun. Double chaturanga, push up, exhale down to low plank, inhale to high plank, exhale to low plank, inhale upward dog for a good abdominal stretch, exhale back into down.
Got it.
Now, if we've got time, we're going to just cross the shins and roll over onto the knees for a quick boat pose. You're lucky you're getting off the hook. We usually do about 10 of these.
Okay.
Knees, toes touch, knees bent, back is straight. Straight legs, straight spine before straight arms. Legs, sorry. Exhale to the right. Inhale, come back to center and float it just to hover off the ground. Nice and shaky. Inhale, come back up. Over to the left. We're going to do one more round. Inhale. And exhale, hover, squeeze, inhale, come back.
Wow, okay. Well, I can definitely tell if you're going to be doing this, if you're going to be doing this for a full session, you're going to be sweating,
That's
man.
2 minutes.
You're going to be sweating. You're going to be sweating. Stuart, thank you very much, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that this morning joining with us. Check him out, Stuart Curtin, owner of Yo Yoga. Definitely a great way, in addition to your already maybe exercise regimen, to get fit for summer, man.
For sure.
Love it. That's your fitness here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Not only are we getting fit for summer, but we're starting today off on a healthy note. We head to the kitchen after the break, where the gorgeous Amy Hopkins makes us some date and cocoa slices. Can't wait to get into that.
Oh, then we're going to take you to the Maldives, or at least hopefully you can get your chance to win a golden ticket to hashtag TIOT8. It is back, Tropical Island of Treasure. We're going to reveal our celebs, or at least one of them after the break.
To celebrate the 10th anniversary of a direct flight between Cape Town and Istanbul, Turkish Airlines has a special gift for you. Flying direct from Cape Town, enjoy a stopover in Istanbul and get complimentary accommodation while you take in the spectacular views, incredible food, and do a tour or two before making your way to your destination. It's the perfect break on your travel adventure. So come and enjoy the country known for its hospitality and good food like I did. Turkish Airlines, widen your world.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Monday morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Monday to you. Check it out. We're hanging out with Keith. He's a pop artist, an illustrator, and letterer. Something that I just learned about today. And he's busy working on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, creating beautiful art in illustration format. And I wanted to ask you, Keith, because you're really hands-on with the device right now, and you've been creating this piece of art, which I haven't seen yet. I'm not going to take a look, so don't show me. But in terms of what you need as an illustrator to work with when you're creating your art, do you find that the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 has the full offering of the tools that you need?
Definitely. It's got a wide array of tools, but they are still super refined.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
everything is here. Whether you do this professionally or it's a hobby, you can still come into it at a nice pace, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's amazing because this is a screen, but I can literally paint oil. I can use oil paint, and I can see the texture.
Yeah. So I can see you working a little bit there. But we'll all try and guess at the end of the day who it is that you're making, because I said we haven't seen it yet. And when you look at this, how would this fit into your whole array of the I guess the tools that you need to reach your target audience, whether it be your corporate clients that you work with, individuals that you work with? How would this fit into your tool bag?
This is gonna make my process faster.
Yeah.
And help me be more mobile. So I do draw digitally.
Yes.
But it's always in my studio. I can now carry like my studio in my pocket. That's crazy the way it sounds, but you could literally stop, see some beautiful scenery, and you could paint.
Right there.
You know, this is like the sketch pad with your paint in your phone.
It's literally like, when the inspiration strikes you, right then and there, you can go with it. Okay, fantastic stuff. I'm going to let you carry on with that right now. And as I said, a bit later on, we'll reveal the beautiful piece of art that Keith is creating using the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. So make sure you do stay tuned for that.
So we return to our little slice of balcony here with Moses Adam, our unlocked champion, dude. And again, congratulations. It came to bear for me looking at the setup of this competition where you had to use kind of the Belleville Velodrome as your creative space. 4 rounds, that is hectic, dude. Are there moments where the body wants to give in? How grueling from a physical perspective are competitions like this?
Well, normally, normally you don't think like your body won't obviously overwhelm like that, but when it actually when they tell you ready, set, go, then it's like a whole nother level. It's just like...
It's fierce,
so you have to basically tell yourself not to give up.
You've got to fight, bro, and it's. I think there is a competitive edge there because there's so many good skaters, and as much as you guys are all part of one brotherhood, you're pushing each other to new rounds. What inspires you? How do you keep yourself fresh when you're looking at new tricks, kind of mastering tricks that are there? What gets you creative, inspires you?
Well, with me is I check obviously my younger brother, because he reminds me of when I was younger, so that keeps me going the whole time. So I learn from him also, you know.
Is he going to be better than you? Do you
he's
think?
Definitely better than me already.
Oh, I love that. He ain't the unlocked champion, dude. So, of course, ultimately, you got to put your money where your mouth is. And you got to perform on the big day. I was laughing saying that you got the BMT earlier and you pulled it off 2 tricks earlier. What did you do for us earlier? What
that
was
it called? 360 kickflip.
360 kickflip. I might ask you to do that again. Maybe give us a little bit of a demo. Show us a couple of tricks there to inspire. Make your brother look bad right now. What's your brother's name?
Alan.
Alan?
Yeah.
You're a rock star, bro. Right, so what are you going to do for us now?
I'll do shove it, and then I'll work my up from there.
Okay. Make it look so easy, dude.
And then front shove it the other way.
Oh, so easy.
And then what you get, then you get a 360 shove it, or all in one.
Okay. Oh, look, no, it counts, it counts.
Okay, one more.
We'll play out with one more of those. Moses Adams, you're an absolute champion. And our unlocked champion this morning, but well done to all the SA skaters. Absolutely love you, dude.
Thanks a lot, man.
Congratulations, brother. Awesome stuff.
Cheers.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Thank you very much. Amy Hopkins in the kitchen this morning with something absolutely delicious. We know that, eating chocolate, it stimulates the serotonin levels and it makes you all feel happy. But this morning's recipe is definitely not only going to leave you feeling happy, but it's going to make you feel healthy as well with the addition of our jungle tiger oats, which is amazing. What are we making here? Some date
we've got some date and cacao and nutty bars. Basically, this is a breakfast replacement or a snack that you can have any time of the day. And because of all the jungle oats in it, it's nuts, lovely fiber that keeps you kind of full through the day, as well as all the other nutrients we're going to get from our lovely nuts, pumpkin seeds, goji berries, and the cacao. And like you said, cacao does stimulate your mood, elevates your mood. It also gives you some energy. It keeps you alert and awake. And then we've got our lovely nuts over here for our beautiful omega-3s, which of course is also brain boosting and helps with keeping our hearts healthy.
There we go.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of good nutrients, and basically we're going to just start putting everything together. So
what you're saying is this is the perfect Monday recipe. Basically.
It's perfect to have for the rest of the week. So you kind of make a batch of these guys, and then you can have them throughout the week as your snack if you're busy and you want to have a breakfast replacement on the go.
And it's a lunchbox treat, which I love.
Exactly. You know, you can make them for your kids and everything. So you're going to have about 2.5 cups of jungle oats in here.
All right.
We've got a little bit of coconut in here already because I love the combination flavor of coconut with the oats.
Got it.
And then we're going to quickly heat up some dates in some almond milk. So it's a little bit of extra protein from the almond milk. And the dates will add a little bit of natural sweetness. And then we've got our lovely, colourful rainbow of nuts and seeds
Look at
over
that
here.
spread of nuts there. I love it.
And we're just going to mix these guys together. You can really mix this up when you do this at home. So, for example, you can use pecans instead of almonds. You can use sunflower seeds, additional to the pumpkin seeds. So it's really just a lovely mixture of textures, flavours, colours.
I love the addition of the goji berries, especially for that colour, that red.
Exactly. It's a beautiful pop of red, and they're also really, really good for boosting your immune system. So I'm just going to give the dates and the almond milk a little bit of a stir. We just want those dates to soften. And in the meantime, could you please put that almond milk into our bananas over there?
Okay.
And we're just going to blend that to create almost like a paste, which is going to bind this mixture together.
All right.
Yes.
There we go. The keyword is jungle, by the way. SMS the keyword jungle to get your hands on our beautiful almond and nut cocoa nibs. There we go. There we go.
Perfect.
Get off there. There's one. There's always one.
That's cool. We'll get that guy in there.
Jeez, there's always like one little banana slice.
So what you want to do is just make a well in the center of your mixture here, and we'll just pour in our banana milk
everything,
liquid.
yeah?
That's perfect. Just pour it all in. And obviously, I love the taste of
that
bananas.
smells amazing.
It's divine, but also they're full of potassium, so really great for recovery. And then we're going to just quickly give our dates one last little stir in the milk and start blending this together. So you kind of want to just get that mixture to come together. It must be sticky. It must be pretty solid.
I see.
There we go. And now we'll just pour our milk mixture in.
Okay, let me give that a good mix for you.
Keep stirring for me.
Once again, the keyword is jungle. SMS that to 33728 to get your hands on this beautiful, delicious, healthy snack recipe.
Oh, look at that.
It.
It's just coming together perfectly. Then what you want to do is just take any kind of baking tray or even a cake tin or something like that, and you can just press the mixture into there, cook it for about an hour at a very low temperature, so about 120 degrees, and then you heat the temperature up, put them back in, and just let them kind of go slightly more golden. And then once they just start cooling, slice them up into whatever size portion you want. It's really great for weekends as well, especially if you've got a crowd. Otherwise, your perfect snack for during the week, lunch boxes, everything.
And look at that.
Super healthy, delicious. Just over here. Lovely. You can see those beautiful goji berries still, all those lovely nutrients coming together.
Stunning. Absolutely love it. The keyword is jungle. SMS that to 33728. Thumbs up, yes? Always a thumbs up from Amy. Hear those steps one more time.
Mixed coconut flour, coconut flakes, goji berries, cocoa nibs, chopped almonds, pumpkin seeds, pistachio nuts, and jungle tiger oats. Heat almond milk and dates until dates start to break down. Pour into the oat mixture and stir to combine. Blend banana and almond milk until smooth. Combine pureed bananas and oat mixture. Brush oven dish with coconut oil and press the oat mixture into the baking tray and bake until golden. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to www.expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword jungle to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50. No free SMSs. T's and C's apply.
And there you have it. The keyword once again is jungle. SMS that to 33728. Alternatively, go check out all of the steps for this recipe on our website a little bit later on today. That's expressoshow.com. Amy, thank you very much.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Always spoiling us with a healthy treat as well. And just because it is Motivational Monday, all right, let's leave you with a motivational quote from Aristotle himself. All right, he said this: quality is not an act, it's a habit. That's some food for thought
I
this
like
morning.
that.
Absolutely. love it.
Quality bars right over here.
That's it. It should be a habit. It
It
should
is.
be a habit. There you have it. The keyword once again. Jungle to 33728.
Jungle, the natural energy champion.
Okay, so on Friday, we revealed the host of Tropica Island of Treasure, Maldives, and it is our very own Katlego! Hey, some people are living the good life, eh? So over the next week, we will be revealing who the 7 celebrities are that will be joining Katlego on the island. And of course, Tropica will post a clue of one celebrity contestant on their social media pages every day, giving you at home the opportunity to guess and of course, stand a chance of winning a golden ticket to the auditions.
Yeah.
If you can guess who it is correctly. 7 more golden tickets are up for grabs.
Yeah, and it could be yours. Imagine that, right? So here's today's riddle. Listen very carefully. Now, at 15, she was all yo, yo, yo. She went on to deeper horizons, and these days, she's best heard on the radio. So who is she? Well, you can answer this riddle on Tropica Island on Facebook, or you can check out @MyTropica on Twitter and Instagram. Get those guesses in, and remember to use the hashtag TIOT8. And you could be skipping all those cues at the auditions to show if you have what it takes to be a contestant on Tropica Island of Treasure, Maldives. Of course, all the terms and conditions that apply, you can be found on clover.co.za. So who do you think it is? Do you have
I think I have an idea.
You think you
'cause
might-
I used to watch her.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That helps if you can.
So who do you think it is, guys? Go to Tropica pages now and give us your answers. So let's go and do that.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick ad break and we'll be right back.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful Monday morning. And the beautiful Leanne's going to fill us in on the international entertainment news. Serena is not at the US Open, so I'm guessing she's got more pressing matters.
She really does. Well, she may have won 23 Grand Slams, but she's also winning at life with her biggest Grand Slam, the latest milestone, giving birth. Serena and her fiancé, Snapchat boss Alexis Ohanian, welcomed a baby girl over the weekend who weighed just under 3 kilograms. And while photos photos and the name of the little one are yet to be released. A statement from the couple confirms that both mom and baby are happy and healthy. So congratulations to the two.
A teeny little thing, under 2 kgs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, we certainly do get to see a lot of the sides of Taylor Swift in her latest music video, but this weekend we got to see one that we haven't seen before. The multiple Grammy Award winner doubled as a bridesmaid at the wedding of one of her childhood friends. And according to eyewitnesses, Taylor was every bit the bridesmaid. She was helping the bride get ready, carrying the train behind her. So I think that this is a side that we don't often get to see, but I like it. I like
Celebrities
it. It just
are people
shows,
too,
you know
man.
what? They're just
Come on.
normal people at the end of the day,
man.
and the persona that they create for us sometimes in the public or on stage, it's not always. who
She's
they
just
are.
become a master of creating the hype.
I
She
love
is
it,
so
though.
good at it,
Nice.
man. Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, that was good. Feel good.
Some Taylor Swift news. Love it this morning. That's a wrap of your international entertainment news right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, thanks, guys. I don't know when last you guys went to watch a movie. I watched Baby Driver yesterday, and it's so good. Jamie Foxx is crazy. Checked it out yesterday at New Metro. And speaking of which, the Expresso New Metro Movie Club is so in demand that this week we're literally doing it again, giving away hundreds of free movie tickets. Got your attention? Okay, this is how you can win.
Make your movie dreams come true in a thrilling cinematic experience with the Expresso New Metro Movie Club. Be a part of an exclusive nationwide pre-release screening of The Dark Tower in 4DX on the 5th of September. You could also be on screen as Expresso will film all the fun and excitement. To stand a chance to win your 4DX seat in Johannesburg, Cape Town or Durban, SMS the keyword Dark Tower, your name and city to 40675. Don't get left in the dark. Be one of the first to see The Dark Tower with New Metro. It's your scene.
Alrighty. Listen, we're hanging out with Keith. He's a pop artist and illustrator, as well as a letterer, as I said earlier on, something that I was learning about today. And I heard that you're creating something else. So earlier on, you were showing us a picture that you were creating, which I haven't seen yet. We'll see a bit later and a bit later on what you were doing. But right now, what are you drawing?
I'm actually drawing one of my favorite presenters. So I'm not gonna hint at anything, but this is more of a fun piece. This is a fun piece.
Okay,
all right. This one. I'm not gonna take it too seriously.
Yeah.
A bit more humorous, and yeah, it's going well. It's
Okay,
going well.
can't wait to see it. I've got to ask you also, you know, between drawing on a physical canvas, white canvas that you can touch, and working on a digital device like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, do you have a preference?
I love painting on walls.
Okay.
So walls are my favorite thing to paint on, just because you can't avoid a wall. Like if you're walking past it, the art, you're forced to interact with that
That's
art,
true.
no matter what. Digital, I find it easier. Like I'm fluent in painting digitally, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is helping my actual drawing skills. So if I had to paint here and then go back to the pad,
yes,
that's actually helping the process, if that makes sense. Just because this is a new texture on like sliding glass.
Yes, very smooth.
So you almost appreciate the paper more.
Ah.
Your hand starts to adjust in between paper and drawing on like a screen.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
All right,
very
well, we'll
interesting
see how
space.
your fluidity in drawing on a device like that translates into fun. I'm hoping that this, whatever it is you're making right now,
No
is
pressure,
gonna, is going to bring out a good result. We'll reveal Keith's work a little bit later on. If you'd like to follow Keith on social media, check him out at Keith V. Lahakis. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Vlahakis.
Keith Vlahakis, at Keith Vlahakis. He's on Instagram, and you can check out some of the great work that we showed you a little bit earlier on. Thanks, man. You're really cool, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Excellent.
I can't wait to see that final product, man. It's going to be awesome. But right now, we're talking record breaking on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, breaking or setting a world record is indeed an amazing achievement. It doesn't matter what it is. And for the record holder, it can also mean a lot of positive change for that person's community. Now, one young man from Tembisa this morning can be very, very proud as he recently set a brand new Guinness World Record.
Zama Mofokeng is a name that many South Africans will soon come to know. With over 15 years gymnastics experience, Zama recently booked a spot in the record books by achieving the Guinness World Records title for the most consecutive backflips done with not two hands but one. And we're here in Tembisa to catch up with him.
Zama completed 34 consecutive one-hand backflips to secure his place in the record books. He's been doing gymnastics since he was 10 years old, and it's helped in his long struggle with severe epilepsy. Zama wanted to challenge himself and also draw attention to the development of gymnastics in Tembisa, and what better way to show off both than by smashing a world record.
The rule was that, first of all, when you do a backflip, they must follow each other, because consecutive means one after the other, and you must make sure that the backflip that follows is not 3 seconds lesser than before. And then when you hit a backflip, you must make sure that you don't actually change hands. And then when you're actually reading the rules, there were so many, and they said, make sure that you follow all of these rules for them to actually recognize you as a world record breaker.
Talking about records, have you always wanted to be in the record books?
Yes, because I still remember every time when I was still a child, I used to watch, believe it or not, Guinness World Records, and I was so amazed with what people were able to do, and I knew it. The moment I was watching this thing, I knew that one day I'm going to be in those places.
Zama trains in both Tembisa and Pretoria, and he focuses on tumbling. Preparing for the world record took weeks of training to meet the rules, as well as prepare himself for doing backflips down a street and away from his usual gymnastics training facility.
People just think tumbling is something that you were born with. Tumbling is not something you were born with. Tumbling, first of all, you need commitment. And you do not just need interest, you need love. Just like me, I did backflips for 16 years. I saw no results, but because of the love I had, I never gave up on them. Look at me now, I'm a world record breaker.
All right, so I've seen the master do it, I'm dressed the part, and I have absolutely no doubt that by the end of today, I would have mastered some killer moves myself.
Handstand is actually an ability to check your body and your arms. And you need strong arms for you to balance your body.
This is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Zama's achievement has inspired the community in so many ways. Firstly, I will speak for myself. I have been involved in the sporting code of gymnastics with the Federation SAGF and had the passion to actually come and promote it in the township. When I heard about Zama, I was very ecstatic. I was very excited. I came through on the 4th of March to come see and witness this record breaking. On the day when I got here, the support of the people that came through to support Zama, it really showed that, look, we've got Zama on his back. It showed that they've been with him. He has really touched the community. The number of kids, the youngsters that came through, as far as the age of 5, 6 years, doing these backflips, wanting to try out because of that energy, and that itself just blew me away.
What Zama hopes to achieve with his world record is getting government support to build bigger and better gymnastics training facilities in the community, so that he and others can offer training and competition experience to the children of Tembisa and hopefully produce future champions.
I would like to see many people here in Tembisa breaking world records, and that will really, really make me proud.
As we've heard from Zama, achieving this milestone is not only a dream come true for him, but it's also a source of inspiration for his community to achieve greatness. I mean, who knew a backflip could take you so far?
Now back on the board with our 2017 champion, of course. Dude, you really have been displaying some great tricks, yes, but I think giving us a window into your incredible career at the moment. And this, yes, is a major highlight, but you've always got to be looking forward. What's next for you? What's next this year? What's the next big?
Well, this year I'm going to obviously go to the States again, take my little brother with me, and just be out and just film maybe a video part that side, so I can get more exposure as well.
How important is it to get that kind of exposure, to put yourself as a personal brand, get yourself out there?
Well, you just have to be yourself and be humble about it and do what you love, and then just move forward from there.
When you look at building a career as a pro in this game, what are the long-term goals? What are the things that you're always focusing on? Obviously, winning competitions like Unlocked, big one. But you've got to look at the bigger picture, sure.
Yeah, I want to start my own company soon as well. Like, see if I can get a shop out, clothing, and give back to the community as well. People that doesn't have boards or something like that.
I love it, because you're winning a new board like every weekend with the kind of performance.
So I want to give back also to the kids that doesn't have that, you know.
I love it, and it's such a good developmental tool. So you've shown us a couple of really cool tricks already. Your trademark, you've shown us a little bit of a shove it and then a shove it 360. What are you going to show us now?
I can do a basic kickflip. No?
He says basic. Okay, but that's not basic for us.
Well, I didn't kickflip this whole morning. So
he's been warming up, and so far the BMT has been there. So far he's nailed it, man. Oh, and he lands it. One more of those, please, sir.
So that's obviously a kickflip with the ollie, that you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you do it. Out on the streets. I love it. Okay, maybe you can squeeze in one more trick for us. One more.
Shall I do the 3 flip again?
Okay, do it, please. This is his trademark. Boom! And that's how you win yourself tournaments, ladies and gentlemen. Moses, thank you so much, my brother. All the best of luck
too, man.
for the rest of your year, for what is promising to be an unbelievable career, man. Really, really cool stuff, man. And that is our Unlock champion for 2017, ladies and gents, Moses Adams.
Well, listen up. Keep it locked on your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday morning. When we come back, Joe Foster performs that song that earned him Song of the Year at the recent Guma Awards, But Na Your Heart. I can't wait to hear it.
Yes, and of course, we've still got our sketch pen artist, Keith, in studio, and he is busy drawing us. Can't wait for you to see the results. All that more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
I'm a dreamer, a doer. I know the hustle. I just need my money to hustle for me.
Let your money hustle for you. Get a bank account for R5 per month and bank on the Nedbank app without using any data. See money differently. Nedbank.
Pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan sorg dat ek jou man gaan word. Op pad na jou toe. Op die pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan leer om werklik lief te wees. Op pad na jou hart.
Thanks, man. Yes, awesome. Thanks.
Ooh, I'm smelling AS here. Who's pooping AS?
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hallo, hallo, hallo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Awesome. I said, what am I? Cool.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Happy Monday to you. Welcome back. We're live, large and in charge on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to play a little game with you right now.
Yeah.
You know where to find us on social media at Expresso Show, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3 on Facebook. If you've been keeping up with the entertainment news lately, then you might know who this person is as we play Guess Who. We're going to show you a blurred out picture, give you a couple of clues, and see whether the grey matter's switched on this Monday morning.
Yeah, I think we can consider her part of the fam. She is a lovely girl. She is a South African TV presenter and media personality. reality and a real live wire at that. This is so cool. She started way back when as a KTV presenter in her teens. She's been a top billing presenter since 2014 and a brilliant one at that.
Yeah, man, she revealed recently that she's expecting a little baby girl, and then she will also host a brand new local version of How Do I Look? The series starting off in November. That should be amazing.
She looks like Miley Cyrus.
Yes, yes, that is a very Miley Cyrus-y kind of picture.
It's not Miley Cyrus.
All right, what you got to do is link up with us on social media. As I said, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. That's where you find us on Facebook or at Expresso Show on Instagram and Twitter. And let us know if you can guess who.
In die nasionale netsnes, die reeds verinoveerde en gekneusde Suid-Afrikaanse ekonomie staar nog 'n voltreffer in die gesig. Die minister van Energiesake, Mameloko Kubai, het gister bekend gemaak dat die prys van petrol Woensdag met 67 sent per liter sal styg, diesel met 44 sent en parafin met 49 sent. Die minister het gesê die rand-dollar wisselkoers en die pryse van petroleumprodukte op internasionale markte het die verhoging genoodsaak. Nog waterbeperkings is in Kaapstad ingestel. Die burgemeester van Patricia de Lille het gister dit bekend gemaak. Dit sluit vlak 5 beperkings in, as ook bykomende beperkings op waterdruk. Die beperking van 87 liter per dag per persoon geld steeds. Huishoudelike gebruik is nou vasgestel op 20 kiloliter per maand. Indien laas versmelde oortree word, kan dit lei tot 'n boete van tussen 5 en 10.000 rand. Die winterreenseisoen sal na verwagting binne die volgende 3 tot 4 weke ten einde loop. Op die internasionale front, die VSA het Noord-Korea veroordeel nadat die land gister sy kragtigste waterstofbom tot nog toe getoets het. Pyongyang het gesê hy het die waterstofbom wat op 'n langafstand missiel gelaai kan word, suksesvol getoets. Noord-Korea daag VN sanksies en internasionale druk lank reeds uit om kernwapens en toetsmissiele te ontwikkel wat die vermoë het om Amerika te tref. Suid-Korea, Japan, China en Rusland het almal sterk kritiek uitgespreek oor Noord-Korea se 6de kerntoets. En dan ten slotte die 3-daagse 2017 BRICS-spitsberaad het gister Xiamen, China begin. Die beraad word deur die staatshoofde van die 5 lidstate Brasilië, Rusland, India, China en Suid-Afrika bygewoon. President Jacob Zuma het die lidlande gevra om Suid-Afrika te ondersteun in 'n poging om minder op die uitvoer van grondstowwe staat te maak. Hy het die feit geloof dat Suid-Afrika se handel met sy BRICS-vennote van $15 miljard in 2010 tot $31 miljard in 2016 toegeneem het. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's another look at what's happening in the world of sport.
Football first this morning, and Bafana have suffered their first loss of their 2018 World Cup qualifying campaign, going down to Cape Verde by 2-1 on Friday evening. So the result leaves South Africa third in Group D on 4 points behind Senegal and group leaders Burkina Faso. Then in other African World Cup qualifying action over the weekend, we saw Zambia beat Algeria 3-1. Senegal played out to a goalless draw with Burkina Faso, while Morocco, they put 6 past Mali. Then the opening round of the new Pro 14 season took place this weekend, which saw both South African franchises falling to rather heavy defeats. The Southern Kings suffering a 57-10 loss to the Scarlets, the defending champions, on Saturday. The Welsh side scored 42 unanswered points in the second half to wrap up a bonus point win. Elsewhere, the Cheetahs, they lost by 42 points to 19 against Ulster the day before. Then Ospreys, they downed Zabre 22-13, while Edinburgh beat the Cardiff Blues by 10. Then on to motorsport. Lewis Hamilton secured his 6th win of the season as he cruised to victory at the Italian GP yesterday. Starting from pole, Hamilton crossed the line first with teammate Valtteri Bottas in second to see out a Mercedes 1-2 finish, while Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel took third. So that win sees Hamilton take the lead on the driver's standings for the first time this season. Now sits on 238 points, with Vettel very close behind in second on 235. Then finally, the silver lining from a South African perspective this sporting weekend. Kevin Anderson's run at the US Open continued early this morning as he earned a 3-1 round of 16 win over Paolo Lorenzi. So the result sees the South African secure his best ever run at a Grand Slam tournament since making the last 8 at the US Open back in 2015. Elsewhere on the day, Venus Williams and Sloane Stephens, they both booked their place in the last 8, while Maria Sharapova suffered a round 4 exit. And that's a wrap of your sport for this morning.
Right, let's quickly get into your traffic and weather for the last time on your Monday morning. Starting off with your traffic this morning. Gauteng and Benoni, there's a multi-vehicle accident on the N12 westbound after Patfontein Road, blocking the right lane, so please approach that area with caution. And then looking at the Western Cape, severe delays on both the N1 and N2 inbound, with traffic moving at a slow 15 kilometers per hour. That's a wrap of your traffic here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If you're still making your way out onto the roads, please drive with caution and reach your destination safely. Right now into your weather, and it looks like a sunny Monday in most parts of the country with comfortable highs in the 20s and even into the 30s for some areas. Polokwane begin op 5 grade minimum, dit styg na maximum 20, Mbombela 8 grade en 'n matige 24, Pretoria 8 ook 24, Johannesburg begin op 7, dit styg na 22 grade maximum. Mahikeng, goeiemôre, dit begin op 8 grade minimum en 'n matige 24 later, Klerksdorp 8 26, Kimberley 9 28, Bloemfontein 4 grade minimum, lekker koel, maar 'n warmer 26 later. Richards Bay 15 25, Pietermaritzburg kicking off on 12, reaching a high of 28 degrees, Durban 16 24, Mthatha 10 and a maximum of a hot 30 degrees, East London 19 27, Cradock 15 31, Port Elizabeth starting off on 17 this morning, reaching a nice and hot maximum of 28, George 15 and very hot later on today, 32 degrees, Sutherland 9 26, Cape Town 13 28, Worcester 10:33 today, Springbok 7:32 and Uppington 14 this morning, reaching a hot maximum of 31 degrees. And that's a wrap of your traffic and weather here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for your Monday morning.
All right, here we are hanging out with Joe Foster, a man who's enjoyed a fantastic year in his career in music, winning Guma Awards for Pop Album of the Year and Song of the Year as well. And right now, he's busy with his latest project, an English album, sir.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that, man, really. It's been, well, I didn't plan this album, it just happened. I just wrote a lot of songs for a lot of other people as well, but it ended up 13 songs that fit to get perfect for me, and I decided I'm going to bring out an album, an English project. Yes.
There's a couple of musicians out there saying, why doesn't inspiration come to me all that easily?
You know, I'm under deadlines. A lot of artists want great songs, so so that's why I get pressure. Pressure is how you get inspiration. Actually.
Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah.
Man. So
if you wait for inspiration, it's going to take a while.
That's true. When it came to making this album, do you find that you have an Afrikaans mindset and then you have an English mindset? Like when you write for English, you kind of think differently about chord structures, about how you write songs?
That's a great question, by the way. It is very different. I do separate it a lot, because that's why I don't want to mix it together on one album.
Yeah.
It needs to be different sound, different lyrics, different chord progressions. It needs to be relatable.
Yeah.
You know? And the Afrikaans market is a completely different market, different people, different culture, and so it's but I like to divide it. I like to expand my.
So you talk about deadlines. When can we expect the album?
Well, I'm hopefully in November, because I'm working hard in studio right now. So hopefully November, December. Yes.
Excellent stuff. And right now you're about to perform a song that did particularly well for you.
Yes.
It was in fact the theme tune to the movie. Here's Joe Foster with Pad na jou hart.
Op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe, te sien waar ek gaan sorg, dat ek jou man gaan word. Op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe, te sien waar ek gaan leer, om werklik lief te wees. Op pad na jou hart, sit terug en hou vas. Hierdie pad waarop ons saamloop, het sy op en af. Vergewe my, my hart is koud, eenvoudig net zwaar. Ek was grof en onaf. gewerk, maar ek's nog nie daar nie. Op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan sorg, dat ek jou man gaan word. Op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan leer, om werklik lief te wees. Op pad na jou hart. Oh, sit terug en hou vas. Hierdie pad waarop ons saamloop, het sy op en af. Vergewe my hart is koud, eenvoudig net zwaar. Ek was grof en onafgewerk, maar ek's nog nie daar nie. Op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan sorg, dat ek jou man gaan word. Op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan leer, om werklik lief te wees. Op pad na jou hart. Oh, oh, oh. Op pad na jou hart. Oh, op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan sorg, dat ek jou man gaan word. Op pad na jou toe, op die pad na jou hart toe. Dis hier waar ek gaan leer, om werklik lief te wees. Op pad na jou hart toe.
Yeah, baby! Oh man, Joe Foster on your feel-good breakfast show. It's been a Monday morning infused with creativity. Not only have we listened to Joe on the microphone, but we've also had pop artist and illustrator Keith join us and flex his creative skills with the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 8, which along with its S Pen has the ability to transform your device and make it into a lifelike canvas where you can express your creativity as he's been doing and clearly enjoying as well, man. You're gonna show us a little bit of what you've done so far, and later on we'll actually have the finished product on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. But first, explain quickly the style in which you've drawn us. I'm assuming that would be Leanne.
Yes, that's Leanne. So this is a pop art portrait, and I use non-authentic color. The actual kind of art history kind of word for it to describe it is called fauvism. Fauvism. So it comes from it was a French term where the guys would paint, and they said, instead of using, say, your natural skin color, I'd use a turquoise.
Okay.
And they said they would paint like the beast. That was the art term, and then it became fauvism. So this is fauvism and pop art.
Beautiful stuff. Well done, man. That looks really, really cool. And then you said you were doing another piece just for funsies.
There's another one just for funsies.
And you were saying no pressure. Let's have a look at what you made.
Cool.
It seems to be pretty easy to navigate between all the different pieces. Look at that!
No, that's still in progress, though.
Who's that bloke?
I don't know.
Good-looking mate.
So yeah, this is probably going to be my favorite one.
Awesome, dude. Tell me, just show us again. Just show that to the camera. We'll get it on camera 2 over here. That's camera 2. That's well done, man. That's very, very well done. As I said, we're going to be showing you the finished product on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled there. What's your advice to younger artists out there that want to pursue something like you are doing, man?
I'd say don't be intimidated by whatever landscape they perceive art to be as. Like, just go for it. Whether it's digital, traditional, don't underestimate the process. I think if I had to calculate, there is that 10,000 hour rule.
Yeah.
The Gladwellian term of like drawing or practicing your craft for 10,000 hours. And just because it's digital and it's instant doesn't mean that the artistic journey is going to be instant. That's not going to. So just go for it and put in the work and enjoy yourself.
Keith, thank you very much, man. I followed you on Instagram, loving your work so much,
Thank you for having me.
Using the Galaxy Note 8 to inspire us all
pleasure.
to do bigger things. Lovely stuff, man.
Thank you.
Very cool indeed,
the
man.
pups have just joined us.
Good morning, pups. Good morning, pups. Listen, very cool, man. Love those drawings, eh?
They are awesome stuff, man.
Listen, let's take a quick ad break, though, on that note. After the break, it's time for your frugal feasting on a Monday, as we do. It's all about puff pastry. We're going to show you some interesting recipes, starting off with chocolate croissants.
And then Paula Quincy, our relationship expert, is here. We are talking love and friendship. Should we mix the two? We'd love to hear from you. 021430 9881.
And there's a few more things on this Expresso. That was a break.
Okay, cool.
Generic.
All right. Hi, Paula. How are you?
So you start.
Good. Great to have you here.
All of them in. Pam, get out, please. Same thing.
So who's coming up first?
So then
I'll
just start. Minutes left on it. Yeah, 45 minutes. You just go for what you have. 4, Trish.
Well, there's about 45 minutes left of your feel-good breakfast show right here on the Africa Channel. What else is coming up next?
There's still lots more to come. We're going to be engaging with our relationship expert, Paula, here, about friends and lovers. Should you be taking the journey from being friends to becoming lovers, or should that just be like a friend zone? Stay there. You're locked in there forever. What happened? Is that why everyone was going, oh, early on?
Why did they do
Can we get some feedback on what's going on, answers?
Can we just keep it the generic?
Oh,
okay, so what
great.
do they want us to say?
Keep it tight, keep it tight.
Okay,
Prepare live.
Okay.
Okay. Friends, lovers,
Friends will be friends.
When you're in need of love and you need care
Should
and
I
attention.
bring us in, Kat?
Yeah, Bo.
And then you maybe can say Paula's here, and then the first question.
Yeah, Bo. Is it Quincy? Quincy.
Jones. Hey.
Unfortunately, no relation. 20 seconds. So
For a friend, or to be confused about how you feel about them. What are some of the risks?
9, 8.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Well, there is a popular sentiment that a romantic relationship will always have a stronger foundation if the two of you first started off as friends. Well, it can be easy to fall for a good friend, but what are the risks and implications of pursuing a relationship with them? On the flip side, a strong bond of friendship forms very easily during the course of a romantic relationship, but continuing to be friends after a breakup can prove to be difficult. So, should you always stay friends with your experts is the question.
With your exes, yeah?
With your exes.
Well, our relationship expert, Paula Quincy, is joining us again to discuss whether it is good to mix love with friendship. So if you have any questions or comments to share with us, please do call us on 021 430 9881. Paula, good morning to you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. It's been great to be back here again.
Excellent. So, I mean, is it sometimes a lot easier to develop romantic feelings for a friend, and sometimes maybe to even be confused about how you feel about them?
I think it is possible, but the great foundation for a relationship is friendship.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes friends don't always reciprocate what they feel.
Yes.
So that's always the risk of going from the friend zone to the romantic zone, is that sometimes those feelings are not reciprocated. So there's always the risk with that. But friendship is a good foundation for a relationship, because when you are friends, you can be open and honest with each other, you trust each other, you're there for each other, you support each other, communication, all of those things when it comes to a relationship.
So what are some of the risks that you have to consider and implications of pursuing a relationship, a romantic relationship with someone who was once a good friend?
Heartbreak.
I know, because I think that's the first thing that people are afraid of, losing the person altogether if things don't work out.
And that is the risk, particularly if it has been a long-standing friendship. And those are some of the things you need to consider before you step into that space, is what are the risks and consequences? I could end up losing this friend forever. And am I ready to do that?
Yeah.
Well, we're hoping to get your calls and comments and questions on this topic. 0214309881. Perhaps, are you in a relationship with somebody who was your friend formerly and now you have this amazing blossoming love? Or did you lose a friend and maybe you want to try and get them back? Paul is here to talk to us about that. So this truth of the notion that a friendship is always a strong foundation to start off on. I mean, but the way in which we meet people these days on social media, you don't always have the time to act on the friendship first before the romantic feelings. Would you say statistically is it proven that you would have a longer lasting and stronger relationship if you were friends first?
I think there's a mixed emotions out there around the yes and the no for both ways. I think whether you're starting out at friends or whether you are meeting someone through social media and getting into a relationship, you need to build the foundation of the relationship. And part of that process is getting to know each other on a deeper level. A lot of the times we get to know people on that superficial level.
On that Instagram filter level,
yeah,
right?
or the swipe left, swipe right.
Oh, yes.
You know.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, no, you don't. So, and we live in a world of instant gratification these days. If we don't like something, we go next and we move on to the next thing. And I don't think people are really taking the time to get to really know people on a deeper level. And when I work with people around what are they looking for in their perfect partner, some of the things that we need to consider is values, belief systems, spirituality, financial standing, career aspirations, and then the usual, your hobbies and interests, background, culture, traditions. All of those things play a huge role when it comes to a relationship.
Oh, well, I know that there are those of you who are currently sitting with the situation where you are, kind of weighing up those risks and implications of maybe falling in love with someone who was once your friend. If that is you, give us a call. 0214309881 is the number to dial.
Interesting topic indeed, but we put it on pause for just a second because it's time for some frugal feasting in your feel-good kitchen this morning. It's all about pastry. We love pastry. We have Teresa with us this morning. Good morning, Teresa.
Hi there.
Let's start it off on the menu, chocolate croissants.
Yes.
Now, there's a friend that you can have a relationship with. You see now?
For sure.
It's not going to go bad. In fact, it'll only be good. Okay.
And I think people don't realize how easy it is to actually make your own croissants. So we're going to show you how today.
I'm glad we do that because croissants is almost like considered like this speciality thing that you get when you go on holiday at the hotels and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. And you can definitely do it at home for yourself.
Right, let's make it.
Let's do it. So we're going to start off with our filling, our chocolate filling.
Okay.
We've got some toasted hazelnuts.
All
They've
right.
just been toasted in a dry frying pan.
Okay.
And we're going to add some cocoa powder.
Yep.
And some vanilla.
Lovely. Okay.
And we'll just give that a little
A quickie buzz.
blitz there.
All right, there we go. That should be it. How fine do you want it?
Sort of like breadcrumbs, fine breadcrumbs. So I think we're almost there. That looks all right.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Then we're going to add just a little bit of sugar
All right, there we
to
go.
help sweeten it. And then some melted chocolate.
Wee, look at that. Okay. Well, this is definitely a great way to start your Monday, chasing away any Monday blues you might be feeling.
Well, they
which is
are mini
amazing.
croissants, so it's
Is that it? Nothing else goes
not
in?
too bad, yeah.
Can I blitz it again quickly?
Yeah. So you want to blitz it for about 1 or 2 minutes until it's nice and spreadable and smooth.
That's it.
So there we go. You can see it's coming together.
There we go. I think that should be
That should be all right.
That should do it.
We've got some
Okay.
ready-made as well. Yeah, if you keep going for another minute,
Yeah, it'll be nice and
perfect.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we've got here our strip of puff pastry, and what you want to do is cut it in half diagonally,
All right, so...
like that. So you've got this long triangle, like that.
Right.
And then you're going to spread about 2 or 3 teaspoons of your chocolate spread onto the pastry.
Okay.
If you don't want to make your own, you can of course
Yeah.
just use a store-bought.
Okay, well, that
version.
could work as well.
Yeah.
But I'm sure with the nuts in there, that gives it a little, a gritty consistency, which is also nice.
I like a little bit of texture as well.
Yeah.
So spread that on. And then
Okay.
what you want to do is start at the wide end of the pastry.
Okay.
And just roll it towards the narrow end. And that actually gives you your croissant shape.
Okay.
You can just kind of curl it in a bit.
Okay.
You can just kind of curl it in a bit.
And
do it over here. So it's really, really easy.
So that's it. That's it to
And
the...
actually, you can do this part ahead of time. So prepare them, put them in the fridge, and then before your friends come over, you can bake them and then greet
so
them
it's nice
with
and
freshly
fresh.
baked croissants.
Right.
They'll love you for it. And just
Okay.
to finish it off, we're going to brush it with some beaten egg
Okay.
to give it that beautiful golden color.
I can't believe
And
it's that
then-
easy.
It's so, so easy.
Because
And
like I
then-
said, you look at a croissant at, in the shops and it looks
Yeah.
complicated. But here you're
and
unpacking
it's
it
not
for
so
us.
bad.
And you're just topping it
Top
with?
it with a few flaked almonds, whoops.
All right.
And pop it in the oven for about half an hour until it's puffed up and golden, and you're good to
then
go.
you have a good old croissant. We love
Yeah.
it. SMS the keyword chocolate to 33728. That's chocolate to 33728 to get your hands on the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50. Check it out on our website as well. It'll be later for you uploaded there as well, expressoshow.com. But Teresa's back in just a little bit with more awesome pastry recipes.
Clover Fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Well, we're back again with our relationship expert, Paula Quincy, talking about our topic today, which is the question of, is it a good thing to mix friendships and relationships? Should you be crossing that boundary from the friend zone into the romantic zone? Give us a call on 021-430-9881. And I don't know if we've really come to a kind of conclusion on this.
No.
You start developing feelings for your friend. How do you make it known and also kind of guard your heart? Because like you were saying to us during the break, is that nobody likes rejection.
Yeah. No, we don't like rejection because it doesn't make us feel good about ourselves. So there's two ways that you could approach this. One is sort of in a light-hearted, roundabout way, asking, so let's say it's you, got feelings for your friend now,
Yeah.
and you could ask in a roundabout way for relationship advice, what kind of girl do you think would be good for me? What are some of the, you know me well as my friend, so, and you could start sort of making
what you call
inquiries.
testing out the waters?
Testing the waters, absolutely. Or you could be big and bold and really put yourself out there and say, listen, this is where I'm at and this is what I'm feeling and this is what I
just feel
like.
The former has the possibility of having like a double break.
Yeah.
If they say and describe somebody to you that has no link to them at all, then you're
Yes.
like, oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Then
But
you
also,
know.
I don't think you should be random in a moment like that. I think that you'll feel, you'll be warm when the person's in the room. Things will tingle. The atmosphere in the room changes. It's all of a sudden electric. But don't take it from me. Let's speak to our caller on the line. Good morning. How are you?
Good and you.
Yo,
morning,
Sipo
Sipo.
from Johannesburg.
Yes, yes,
What,
yes.
what is
How are
your
you?
comment? I'm good, my brother. I'm good. What is your comment or your question on the topic?
Good, my dad. It's a comment. I'm married for 8 years, and I have a 5-year-old daughter. And my wife, we were actually friends before. And it is possible that you can date someone and become friends. Although it's risky, you have to find ways how to do it, and it does work. I'm happily married for 8 years, and then it's working so far.
Can I ask you, how did you break out of the proverbial friend zone into the relationship zone?
It wasn't easy, let me tell you that. Because what happened was, as you know, at us, we say ukshela.
Sure.
And I actually never did that to her. And it always reminds me, which I still owe her that. But I remember I wrote a little note, put it in her bag, and then I just said to her, I love you and you know who. And that's how it happened. And then I think she figured it out, and then, we started dating up until we got married.
And now a beautiful family. Sipo,
nice.
thanks, my brother. Thanks for sharing that story. That's a beautiful love
Nice,
story
I
right
like
there.
it.
But don't forget, you must still But so that's a perfect example of when it worked out well.
Yeah.
If you are on the receiving end of that rejection and your friend says, you know what, I don't like you like that, I prefer us to be friends, what's the best way to deal with that disappointment? Because now you're going to have to go through seeing that person with other people, but knowing that you're still penning inside.
And it's hard because, as I said, we do take it personally, but it's harder. Can you try and sort of separate the emotion from the feedback and go, okay, so maybe I'm not the right person for this person, or they're not the right person for me, they're just not in the same space as me, and at least we can still salvage the friendship and I can have this person in my life as a friend than not at all. And it may be a bit awkward and uncomfortable at first, so you may need to give each other a little bit of distance and space to just kind of settle back into the friend zone. Or again, the risk may be that you lose the friendship because it's just too awkward. But I think that's where emotional maturity comes into play.
Exactly. Well, this is your time. This is your space. Give us a call on 021-430-9881 if you have a question or a comment for Paula. I want to know, if you did pursue this relationship and things didn't work out, can you really go back to being friends?
Can you step out of the friend zone and back into the friend zone? Oh, the conversation will continue. But right now we are saying say goodbye to a Blue Monday. Facebook Monday is here and you get free data to post, like and share your favorite pics on Facebook with Vodacom's Make Your Day campaign. Simply keep a positive data balance on your Vodacom SIM card. Then dial *111 *634# or download the latest version of the My Vodacom app. And remember to opt in daily so you don't miss out on up to 1 gig of free data every day. For more information and terms and conditions, stop by vodacom.co.za.
Thank you so much, Graham. Yes, you hit the nail on the head right there. Can you make your way back into friendship? That is the question that I would like to answer this morning as well. So give us a call. Can you mix relationships and love this morning? That is what we're talking about. 021-430-9881. That is the number to call. We'd love to hear from you and your opinions as well. And then for our frugal feasting in the kitchen this morning, it's all about pastry. Teresa's here. She made awesome chocolate croissants earlier on. And now these walnut palmiers up next. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Of course, we are hanging out with Paula, and she's our relationship expert this morning. And we're talking about can a real lasting romantic relationship develop out of a friendship? I'm not going to lie, you guys. I really would like to fall in love with a good friend. I really would. Unfortunately, in my life, it's not very prevalent or easy to find someone who wants to grow in love with you. But let's talk about this whole thing about falling in love with your best friend. Are those feelings real?
I think they are, because over time, through the friendship, you really get to know this person on a level that you wouldn't normally.
Yeah.
And through that, feelings and emotions develop. And also, you've shared so much together. You know, you've gone to places, you've done things, you've had long, deep, meaningful chats. So there is a deeper bond. To move from friendship into relationship, you've got to now take it to that next level by bringing in a bit of the romance. So that's where you need to start dating and making the effort to bring the romance into it.
All right, we got Usfiso from Joburg calling us right now. Sfiso, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm okay. How are you?
Sharp, man. Thanks for the call. So what is your question or your comment on the topic?
My comment is that I do agree. The friendship with love, yes, you can mix it. Because when you're in love, you have to be friendly too. Be a friend with your partner.
Tell me, Sfiso, have you been able to go from that friendship zone into the relationship zone successfully?
Yes, even right now, the lady I have now, I love her so much. We're friends, we do everything together, we had fun together. We have such a nice relationship, everything.
That's fantastic, man. I'm glad to hear that. So it seems like more often than not, people are able to escape that friend zone. But one of the questions that I wanted to ask earlier on is, so now you're in this friendship circle, you know, mutual friends, and you discover that you have feelings for a friend in that circle, and now you decide to take that romantic relationship a step further, or take it into the romantic relationship. How do you then kind of manage the relationships into all the friends so that, you know, now you can't just come around and like spank my girl's booty. No, she's my girlfriend now. Otherwise, it's going to pop off. You know what I mean? How do you manage that?
And that is one of the consequences of moving into that space, is you need to put healthy boundaries in place. First of all, between the two of you as a couple, because now you've moved from friends to couple.
Yes.
And then in terms of the friends and where the boundaries lie. So sort of really formally introducing and making it official.
Like, hey
we are partners now.
Yes.
So that there's that respect for each other, but also for them as a couple. And the support as well, because friends give us support and family.
Yes.
So and obviously, when we introduce someone new, we want them to approve of our partner. And the risk is, if it goes south, the friendships also now get involved potentially.
Oh, the risks are very, very high indeed, but the rewards can be equally high. But give us a call on 0214309881. We've got Paula Quincy, our relationship expert, and we're speaking about developing feelings for your friend and whether that is a good idea at all.
Jumping back into the kitchen after that, a rather interesting chat with the lovely Teresa. It's all about pastry right now. We made some awesome chocolate croissants a little bit earlier on, which was very, very easy, can I just say, Teresa? It was crazy easy. Yeah. Some walnut palmiers. That is up next, a little tea time treat. Hey, we love that, we love that.
It's a classic cookie, but we're giving it a little twist today with the addition of the walnuts. So we'll start with our filling.
Okay.
This is our crushed walnuts, and we're going to add some sugar and some cinnamon and ginger.
Right. Is it just me? But because when it comes to puff pastry, it's almost when I think about it, it scares me. I don't want to work with it.
It really shouldn't, especially if you're using the ready-made version. It's so easy.
Yeah.
You just have to make sure your oven temperature is hot enough so it rises properly.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's really easy to work with, and it's so versatile in terms of what you can do.
Which you are showing us this
morning. So you should definitely just go for it.
Okay, so here we have, so
this
it's
is
a dry
our
mixture.
Puff pastry, it's a dry mixture, yeah.
All right.
So we've rolled out our puff pastry. You want it to be about 3 or 4 millimeters thick.
Okay.
And we're going to spread about 3/4 of our filling on, and just kind of spread it to the edges.
Okay, make sure you don't get a dry
Yeah,
patch.
the horrible piece. So I'm going to use a rolling pin just to help gently press it into the pastry. You don't want to press down too hard.
Yes.
But because it's a dry filling, it has the potential to fall out, and you just want it to stick properly.
Okay.
So once that's done, we're going to carefully fold the pastry so that it meets in the middle.
Okay.
So that's the first step.
Right.
Right. Then you're going to put a little bit more filling on top.
Ah, I see. Okay.
They look really fancy, but
don't
actually
be shy
it's
with the
so
filling,
easy.
obviously.
Oh, no, go for it.
Right, SMS the keyword treat to 33728. That's treat to 33728 to get your hands on this delicious walnut palmier recipe using puff pastry. That is what we're focusing on this morning. And once again, just fold it.
Fold it into the middle like you did the first time, and then you want to sort of carefully fold one side over the other. And so you end up with this pastry log like that.
And that's obviously going to give, by folding it that way, the kind of shape.
You get the shape, yeah. So
Right.
you'll see when you slice it now, just get that in.
Okay, so the ends here.
So you want to cut slices that are about 1 centimeter.
All right.
And when you do, you'll see that you've got that,
look at that
shape there.
So that will now unfold basically
as
a
they
little
bake,
bit.
it'll rise and spread, and then you'll get that beautiful shape.
All right.
We used to eat these as kids, and I think we called them pig's ears. A lot of people might
really?
be more
I had
familiar
no
with
idea.
that term. But
Well, I can
you
kind of
see it.
kind of see it, but it looks delicious. I mean,
There
like
we
I said,
go.
it's a nice little snack, for guests coming over, a cup of tea, enjoy
Absolutely.
that. The
Perfect.
keyword is treat. SMS that to 33728. Go check it out on our website as well, expressoshow.com, a little bit later on today. But we got one more recipe heading your way containing the lovely puff pastry. We're teaching you all time of versatile ways in which you can use it, and don't be scared using it. Teresa says it's easy.
Hey, the conversations we were having here with Paula Quincy, our relationship expert. Our line is also open 021-430-9881. Moving from the friendship zone into the relationship zone. Is it a good thing to do? Should you just kind of leave it be? Especially when it comes to dating, let's say, somebody right now. And you broke up with an ex-friend who used to be a girlfriend or a boyfriend. How then do you weigh up the importance of those two things? If your partner doesn't like the fact that you're friends with your exes, for instance, how do you handle that?
And that's always a tough one because there is a history and we can't pretend that there hasn't been a history. We all have pasts, we all have baggage. I think it's how you maintain those boundaries in your new relationship and how respectful you are to your partner and where they are at and their feelings and what they're going through, and how can you make them feel that they are the number one priority and they are the person that you want to be with, and that the ex is just that, it's an ex. And I think it goes along how do you include them in conversations or decisions or social activities so that they can actually see for themselves that there's nothing for them to be concerned about and that you are the number one person.
I think that it's a massive decision to make because I can see why some people decide to not pursue a relationship with a best friend or with a good friend, because not only will you lose the good friend, but you will lose the person that you love as well, should things, go south. The question that I want to ask is, should you pursue this relationship when you know you want it to be something that's lasting, potentially headed towards marriage? And should you maybe stay away from it if you know, it's just, I just want to see what's going on there.
I just want to snack attack.
So if we're talking friends with benefits,
yes,
there's a risk involved with that. As anything in life, there's risks involved. And I think at the end of the day is, what are the consequences, and are you prepared to take the risk and face the consequences either way? Moving into a relationship and you see yourself spending the rest of your life with this person, then potentially the risk is worth it because you'll never know. If you don't put yourself out there, no risk, no reward.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, at least you can say, well, I tried and I pursued it. And if it didn't work out, then potentially no regrets versus that, will I ever know? It could have, should have.
I also wanted to ask, so if it didn't work out between you and a former best friend who you dated, should you be trying to keep that friendship alive afterwards? Or should you just kind of let everything go?
Yeah, again, it's difficult because every circumstance and every relationship is different. And sometimes after the breakup, it just might be too awkward. Not only for you as the two people from the relationship, but also the common friends. They may feel they now need to choose sides. And who are they going to choose? And it's putting them in a situation. So it's how do you manage that in that what's right for you, first and foremost, and then other people.
Sure. So it sounds like from all these conversations, if you're going to try it, you better be sure that you want it for the long haul. Otherwise, it can destroy so much in your life.
You guys, I'm just going to tweet Idris. I'm just going to do it out there.
Oh, I love it. As you ponder all those very deep thoughts, we're going to get back into the kitchen. The food for thought turns into our frugal feast as we whip up some roasted tomato and chevin tarts. Looks absolutely amazing. Then we are exploring Turkey and giving you the chance to win and win big. So stick around.
This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, only on SABC3. Hope you're having a great time with us throughout the course of this Monday. Right now, we're back in the kitchen with the lovely Teresa. And it's all about puff pastry. We've made some awesome recipes right now. A tomato and chivin tart.
Yes, this is your meat-free Monday sorted.
Got it. Got it. I love
Right,
it.
so
And
we've
it
got
looks
some-
delicious.
It looks beautiful for
Wow.
entertaining. I mean, your guests will love it.
That's it. Okay. And it's quick and
Right.
easy as well.
Very, very easy to throw together. We've got some tomatoes, which we've halved. These are the
Okay.
baby tomatoes.
Yep.
Some olive oil,
All right.
a pinch of salt,
Some garlic,
some
yes.
garlic, of course, and some pepper. Super easy. And you want to give that a good mix and just make sure the tomatoes are evenly coated in all that flavor.
All right.
There we go.
And here we have
This
our
is our
puff pastry.
You've cut it into discs. You can go about 10 centimeters in
Yeah.
diameter, but anything really is fine.
Okay. If you really want, you can go plate size.
If you're hungry.
And make like a tomato and cheddar pizza with puff pastry.
Why
Who
not?
knows?
So
All
we're
right.
putting some basil pesto on the pastry.
Okay.
Because pesto makes everything taste good.
Absolutely.
So why not?
Absolutely. I'm going to agree with you there.
So you're going to spread it on and just leave a border around the edge of the pastry.
All right.
So about a 1 centimeter border.
Okay.
Because that is going to rise in the oven.
Yes.
And give us that nice edge.
Brilliant. The
Right.
keyword is dinner. SMS out to 33728. Dinner to 33728 to get your hands on this beautiful tomato and cheddar tart recipe.
And after
And
that,
that's
you're
it.
going to pile your filling on top.
All right. Once again, just
Tomato.
leaving kind of the border.
Leave the border free. Yeah.
Right.
Then comes our chevin. This is goat's cheese.
Yes.
And we're using the soft chevin today.
But once again, I mean, the combination of the tomatoes, the
Oh.
pesto, the ghost cheese,
Yeah,
it is,
the
it's
flavour
one of
is
those winning
amazing.
combinations.
Absolutely. So much flavour.
So you
So
kind
we're
of
just
just
gonna
dollop it around.
Dop it on top.
Okay.
There we go. And then last of all, you're just going to put an egg wash around the edge.
And that's it. And then
And
into
that's
the
it.
oven.
Into the oven for half an hour.
Half an hour till it comes out looking like that.
Yeah.
Very, very easy. The
Easy
keyword
peasy.
is dinner. SMS that to 33728. And then a little bit later on today, go log on to our website, expressoshow.com. We'll have all of the delicious recipes that we've made this morning right there for you to access. So dinner for this one specifically, 33728 is the keyword. SMSs cost R1.50. Teresa, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Hey, making light work of puff pastry this
yeah,
morning.
it's not so bad.
Absolutely love it. It's not so bad. Dinner to 33728.
Clover Fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Turkey, one of the most beautiful, popular destinations in the world, with some 25 million visitors to the country last year alone. It's got historical sites, markets, seaside resorts, and there's so much to see and do in Turkey. So who better to explore this stunning scenery and this rich heritage than our very own Zoe?
For the adventure of a lifetime, Zoe jetted off to Turkey to experience the sights and sounds of this vibrant country. The journey is as important as the destination, and that's why Zoe chose to travel with Turkish Airlines.
I'm expecting Turkey to be hot, vibrant, full of life. In fact, Istanbul, I can only imagine to be a crowded city. Stepping onto the plane, for the first time in my life, I had to turn left, which meant I had business class. For me, this is a dream come true. I've never traveled where business class was even an option. This is the best possible introduction to my first ever overseas trip for Expresso. I'm on board Turkish Airlines flight TK45, where we're going from Cape Town to Istanbul, and this time I'm flying business class. On board was a flying chef. He came around, gave menus. We could pick and choose whatever we wanted, and I think I got a real taste of what Turkey's going to be like. They really think of everything on the flight, from proper crockery, nothing plastic. It even included teeny tiny little salt and peppers. I thought that was very cute. The Turkish are known for their delicious cuisine, and so far I have not been disappointed. In fact, I'm being treated like royalty by the onboard chef. I've had some of the Turkish mezes, absolutely incredible. And right now I have grilled lamb chops with some roasted vegetables, and you can just smell the fresh herbs. I can't wait to tuck in. The flatbed. I was able to have the best snooze possible, leaving Cape Town and waking up in Istanbul.
At Ataturk Airport in Istanbul, the Turkish Airlines CIP Lounge is a fantastic destination between flights.
For anyone traveling with Turkish Airlines business class, they really get a taste of the awesomeness that Turkey is all about. They have a lounge that's 6,000 square meters, and you get everything inside, from VIP treatment to food for the whole of Turkey. I really enjoyed the pide. It's basically pizza but Turkish style. It is a flatbread, it's nice, thin and crispy. I was mesmerized at how quickly the chef was able to whip that up. People are literally lining up for some pide, clearly the most popular dish in the lounge. They also have a Turkish mama that made the Turkish mante. It's like a Turkish ravioli, but different. Really, really interesting. There's a special kitchen that features a different country's cuisine each week. And this week it was India. The aromas that came from that plate just took my breath away. They love their food, but not just the savory, they also love the sweet things of life. And in the CIP lounge, you have access to try them all. Got some baklava, I see some shobiyet, and ooh, what's this? Turkish cook sister?
The lounge offers an array of treats, from fresh cakes flown in daily from Austria to private rooms where you can work, shower or enjoy a nap. There's also fun ways to pass the time, like enjoying a movie at the cinema.
The entertainment is the highlight. You will never have a bored moment inside the CIP lounge. You have the option to read a book in the library or play a game of pool. There are options to choose between 9 different TV screens, or to, keep the kids entertained in a specific kids area. They have video games. They have electric car races for adults and kids alike. I need to sharpen my golf skills. I gave it a try, failed horribly. I suck at this. This is just not my night. I think I hit the ball and just rolled off the green, but it was fun nonetheless. They really have a lot for you to do, and before you know it, it's time for you to board your flight. I was able to sneak in one last treat, a massage.
With direct flights from Cape Town and a sensational lounge that makes stopovers a joy. Travel with Turkish Airlines and widen your world.
Amazing.
That really did.
Oh, that was awesome. Well, would you like to enjoy exploring Turkey as much as Zoe did? Well, Club Travel are offering you an 8-night package that will introduce you to some of Turkey's most special locations, and they're offering it to Expresso viewers for only 12,170 Rand. That is insane in the membrane. And of course, for more information and to book your trip to Turkey, visit clubtravel.co.za.
Wow, wow, wow. And what is more is that you could win a trip to Turkey courtesy of Turkish Airlines. Now, all you have to do is head on over to our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page and then comment on the competition post by telling us why you would love to explore Turkey so much. This prize includes 2 flights to Istanbul on Turkish Airlines and a 3-night stay in the city. This competition closes on the 21st of September, and terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com.
Turkish Airlines, widen your world.
We've inspired you, we've fed you, we've brought you a spellbinding performance this morning, and we get to do it all over again tomorrow. After the break, we'll set the scene for what's coming up in tomorrow's show. Just a few moments left of today's show. Stick around.
Turkish Airlines, voted Europe's best airline for 6 consecutive years, widens your world with outstanding hospitality as you journey in style to your destination. Enjoy a stopover in Istanbul and discover the colors of this fascinating city. With Turkish Airlines, your stopover will include complimentary accommodation in Istanbul, and you can experience the wonder of 2 continents combined in an unforgettable adventure. To learn more about the best stopover in travel, visit turkishairlines.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Time to find out the answer to our Guess Who game. Can you figure out who this blurred out image is? It's a South African TV and media personality. And I'm just going to say, Charlotte Beerkus, well done. You got it right. She says none other than the gorgeous and wonderfully talented Roxy Burger. Everybody else got it right. You clearly know who our celebrities are. And of course, TV presenters. We'll play it again next week, same time, same place with Guess Who.
Yay! Congratulations everyone who got that right. Very cool. Listen, if you're wondering what we're doing tomorrow, Matthew Mole, South African singer-songwriter, and his lovely wife, Jessica, are paying us a visit.
Hey, awesome.
Yeah.
And then, not one, but two captains, Graham Smith and Francois Pinault, legends in their various fields, now in the house to talk about an awesome new initiative.
Awesome, man. And to kickstart your Tuesday morning is going to be all about chocolate-covered crunchies in the kitchen. And we also give some advice for new moms with our parenting experts.
Chocolate-covered crunchies.
You just scooted me over. She scooted me.
Just like
Scoot over.
Chocolate-covered crunchies.
Chocolate-covered crunchies.
Anyway. I'm joking. She's more like a smoothie. All right. Listen, thanks for joining us on this Monday morning. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a lovely Monday.
Safe.
We love you. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.
I always thought we were crazy, but I only hope maybe that he would do. I always thought we were crazy, but I only hope maybe that he would do. We both knew from the start that it might fall apart, but we'll make it through. It's you and me, yeah, girl, you know it's true. I'm not over you. It's you and me. Can you see? It's always been just you and me. And me.
You and me.
You and me.